Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 15 of the GX3 podcast.
Welcome back, everybody.
Post Thanksgiving week. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Sam,
Yes, happy
how was your
Thanksgiving to you and your
Thanksgiving?
family. Uh, Football was good. Football was good. I'll leave it at
Yeah,
that. It was an interesting year for me.
yeah. You should have had a great Thanksgiving though with that watching that win.
That was the highlight of the day. That was
Great
the
slate
highlight
of
of the day.
football.
And then you know what? I got to see our NFC East opponent, the Eagles, drop another game the day after. So
For that.
it
I,
was it was
I
a
had
it
a
was
good
a really
Thanksgiving.
good slate of football, though.
I
Yeah, how
thought
was
it
your
was a really
Thanksgiving?
good slate because, we said it last week. Like, looking at the slate, it looked good, but a lot of times, like, especially primetime, like, games tend to disappoint.
Especially this year. Especially this
Yeah,
year, primetime
yeah.
games haven't been
So,
all that.
so that was a. I
No,
mean,
every game was great.
th- three upsets, four if you
Yeah,
count Black Friday. If you count Black Friday,
which I mean, for the
that's
sake of
crazy.
saying four upsets, I think we should.
That's crazy. Um,
Yeah,
but we'll get right into it. We'll break it down. So
right into the recap.
yeah. So first things up for the Thanksgiving games. The first one was Packers Lions. Packers successfully sweep the Lions. They beat them 31-24.
I
That
was
was
not I was not expecting this. I
no,
really
that was
was.
like a week one. That was like a week 1 to 4 Packers team. Like that team,
Yeah,
watching
their
that team,
offense,
that's a team that could win the Super Bowl. That watching that
but they're
Packers team.
so. You know what? I agree with you, and I haven't been high on the Packers all year, but like, yeah, the way they went out and played against the Lions in Detroit, like on Thanksgiving, yeah, that's a great
Hmm.
win, and in a
They did what
division
they did
that's
to them week one.
and a division that's
Straight up.
kind of getting carried away. I mean, the Bears have the best record in the NFC right now,
Crazy.
which
Crazy.
is also crazy. We'll get to
Wow.
that, but in a division that's kind of getting carried away with these wins, like that's a statement win. And I mean, the
Yeah.
Lions, that's their out of their last seven, that's their fourth loss.
Crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I think you know how high I was on the Packers going into the year, and then in the beginning of the year, I was like, "Oh, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right." Like I told you guys, and then they kind of
hmm
since then have not really shown that, and they've disappointed me a lot. But I mean, maybe
no,
they're
they
bringing it
came out
back at the
firing on
right
all
time.
cylinders.
It
Yeah,
could just be one game, but if this is when they decide to bring it back to that, then watch out for this team because I mean, defensively, very impressive.
there was a lot of there. This game was a struggle though. Like it wasn't all Packers all the way. Like the Lions were still making plays on offense. I mean, losing Amon Ra hurts,
This
but
wasn't as
Jameson
bad as the
Williams had a
first
great game.
Packers win.
Tesla found the end zone.
Yeah, JMO had a huge game in the loss of Amon Ra.
hmm
Hated to see that. My first overall pick in our
for the
draft.
for the Turkey Bowl. I
I
love to
hated
see
to
that.
see that.
I
He
also
also
have J
lost me
Mo in
fantasy.
a
I'm eliminated in our league now. Not that we really talk too much about fantasy on here,
yes,
but I needed to win last week, and I lost by 2 points. And
and
Amon Ra put up
Amon Ra
put
went
up
out.
zero.
Yeah, that sucks.
Put up zero. Yeah. So that was painful. It's a weird feeling being the commissioner of a league and not making the playoffs. Like it feels a little embarrassing,
hmm
but but
There's a
I
lot of
mean,
respect that
technically, it's
will
possible for
diminish.
me to make it, but I need to win. I need two people to lose, and I need
Oh,
to separate.
you haven't been like officially
No,
eliminated.
no, no. So I need to. Me, Riley, and Seven were all tied,
Yeah,
and they both won, and I lost. So now, not only do I need the two of them to lose and me to win to be tied, but I need to outscore Riley by like 50 points to get ahead of him in points for. So like
got you.
technically,
So
I'm not out, but there's 1 week left.
yeah,
Like I need a miracle.
I've been out. I've been out for like three
Yeah.
weeks now. My team is terrible. Um,
But the reason I
Touching
bring
back
that
on the
up
game,
is because of Amon Ra was the reason
yes,
why I lost. But yeah, crazy
and
game
I mean,
from all the Packers. I mean, they all played great.
yeah, I was gonna read off some stat lines because Jared Goff still had a good game even
He
without
did,
his wide
yeah,
receiver
yeah.
one.
Go
He
for
went
it.
20 to 26, 256 yards, two touchdowns. But I mean, on the other end, Jordan Love. I'll let
Player
you.
NFC Player of the Week.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about your
Yeah,
Packers.
he was 18 to 30, 234, 4 touchdowns, no picks. And then you got all the receivers that balled out, which none of us drafted. What a miss in the Turkey Bowl. Dontavian Wicks and Christian Watson both went undrafted. Wicks
And you
had,
know what's yeah, that aged like milk.
yeah,
I remember sitting here and dropping his name.
you
What is
did Dontavian Wicks.
I said what is Dontavian
You did.
Wicks gonna do on
No, you
Thursday?
definitely said that.
And
That's so funny.
yes,
That is so
yeah,
funny. Yeah, he had
he
six
went
catches,
off.
94 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then Christian Watson had 4 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Dobbs
Same
scored.
week.
Bro, they just went off, and then just disappointing game overall from the Lions offense. I mean, other than JMO, like Gibbs didn't really catch fire. I mean, he did all right. Like he had 68 yards. Like it's not a horrible game, but he didn't really play like himself. They just, I mean, like I always say about Jared Goff, I love the Lions, I really do, but you pressure him and
Yeah,
there you go, and
The Packers are just too good up front. Even when their
yeah,
offense hasn't been playing well, they've had that all year.
uh-huh, yep,
They've had that all year, and Micah Parsons just keeps rolling. He keeps contributing over there.
yeah.
If you look at the box score though, because I'm just looking at it right now, it's pretty much dead even, which is what kind of connects back to what I said when we started talking about this game, that it wasn't really all Packers. Like this really was a fight. Uh,
No, but it felt like it. I feel like they had a lead the whole time, especially once Amara went out. Like the team morale just like went down. Like it just they were like
that
kind of
was a big
clawing back
swing
at
in
the end.
momentum,
Like
but yeah, they cut the lead towards the end of the game. I,
it wasn't a blowout. Week one was a blowout.
yeah,
Their first matchup, the Packers absolutely dominated them. This wasn't that,
mhm.
but the Packers, in my opinion, looked very scary. That's a scary team.
Ahead of tomorrow night's game, it's a good sign for me to see
Yeah. The only problem
that the
is Jared
Lions
Goff is
are
like
stumbling right now.
statistically, Jared Goff is like the best quarterback in the NFL coming off a loss.
Without his wide receiver one, potentially, he's questionable right now.
Potentially. Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
We'll get into it. We'll get
we'll
into it.
see. But yeah, I'll let you take this next one. Cowboys Chiefs 31-28. Them
What a great
Cowboys.
game! What a great game! Much needed win, and I mean, I know these are two teams that aren't really liked by anyone in the league, but you're welcome, everyone. We pretty much just knocked the
yeah,
Chiefs off the board. Any AFC
they're
fans watching,
they're I think they're done.
yeah, yeah, that was the kill shot for them. And I mean,
Hmm.
they balled like
No, I mean
never
Mahomes played awesome.
it was
He
never
played
a question. He had one
awesome.
of the greatest he had one of the greatest completions I've ever seen. He avoids
Yes,
two
that play
sacks,
was
rolling out to the
ridiculous.
right, crossbody. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that play
stuff
was
like that. But I
ridiculous.
mean, I knew what I was going to be watching on Thanksgiving when they first dropped the schedule and the Chiefs were there. I didn't know that we were going to be in a position where, we're making a last minute push to take back the NFC East.
Hmm.
But I knew that, you're playing the Chiefs in Jerry's role on Thanksgiving. Like there's going to be some highlight plays. I'm going to shift it over to the Cowboys though, because what I think they did really well in this game is their defense has just been turning it on when it matters most recently. I'm not even going to talk really about the offense because they it's the same story every week. Dak is probably, in my
Big game
opinion,
for
the most
CD though.
yeah, huge bounce back game
Big.
for him, which was
He
also
needed
good to
that.
see.
He needed
But
that.
our offense is just always so consistent. Dak is always, you know what you're
Yeah.
going to get out of our offense. Looking at big games like this, even 2 weeks ago, the Eagles, even tomorrow night, the Lions. The X factor of this team right now really is that defense, and post trade deadline, no one in the NFC wants to see us, bro.
No.
Nobody in the NFC wants to see this team. All the momentum in the
Nope.
world. You're firing on all cylinders. Your offensive line's playing great. You've got a running game. You have, in my opinion, the best wide receiver duo in football, because these guys put together. They combined for 13 catches, 200 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
And then you flip it over, the running game. Malik Davis out of nowhere pops a
Yeah. That
43-yard
was a big
rushing
run.
touchdown.
That was a big run. I was like,
And
who is that, bro?
I
It's
like
RB4?
out of nowhere, this guy started getting touches. And I mean, he's making good use of them. I would be really happy to see him maybe take some of the load off of Javante, because one thing that I do miss that the Cowboys offense hasn't featured in a while is having a good 1-2 punch. I believe it was, I want to say around like 2022, 23, we had that
Zeke and
1-2
Pollard.
punch. Zeke and Pollard. Zeke would come, he's good
Arguably the
for,
best in the league at the time.
at the time, yeah, he was good for, three hard earned in between the tackle yards per carry, and then Pollard stretching the outside. He's got to burst through the hole. I would love to, like, if you add that element to our offense, like there's literally no defense in the NFL that could
Yeah.
stop this offense. And like I said before, the X factor is the defense. Um,
Yeah, they're playing really well. They're playing
yeah,
really well. I mean, you listen, you let up 28 points, but they made plays when they needed to.
yeah, and it was a fight the entire game. I mean, we come out, start off with an interception. You know, the Chiefs, they like to send pressure. That's their defensive ideology. They got to Dak, influence the throw, and off rip they're down 7-0. But this team isn't like the same team that I watched the first 10 weeks of the season. They know how to rally. They know how to when the going gets tough, they're not going to hang their heads. They got right back in the saddle and played a 4-quarter game. Some stats: Patrick Mahomes with 4 touchdowns. He had a
Yep.
130 passer rating. Like he's just
Yeah, he played great. He played great. He's not the problem there. Like all the people, he's going to get a lot of hate
mhm.
after this year, especially when they miss the playoffs. It's going to be all this, all like, oh, people call him in the GOAT
Yeah,
conversation, and he's missed the playoffs. Like it's not his fault. He's playing his heart out right now. He had a
yeah,
couple. He's had a
and even
couple
in
iffy games for him, but he's doing everything he can right now.
yeah, and the fact of the matter is that this is a down year for him. But like still, I'll take Patrick Mahomes in a down year over 95% of
Yeah,
quarterbacks in the league at any
100%,
given time.
100%.
Um,
I want to give a
but
shout
yeah,
out while we're on the Chiefs. I want to before you get all happy. I want to give a big shout out to Rashi Rice because not only did he have eight
yeah, they
catches,
couldn't
92
stop him.
yards, and 2 touchdowns. I saw this today. Since I see these things and I don't write them down. I think it's since like week 6 or 7.
It was
He's
probably
tied. He's tied with
it was,
JSN.
it was probably like
he's
it was
he's tied with
probably like
JSN
after he came
in
back. It was probably like
fantasy
after he
points.
came back.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
he
whenever
came
he came
back
back,
week 7. He had a 6 game suspension, right?
6 game suspension came back.
Since week 7, he's tied with JSN for fantasy points.
Nah, he's
Which
balling right
all we're
now.
talking about this year is JSN. JSN is the talk of the world right now, and I mean numbers wise, in fantasy at least, Rashi is right there with him
Yeah, so
since his
imagine
return.
imagine if he played imagine if he played a full season. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
So
even though people's opinions are strong about the Cowboys and the Chiefs, it is going to be upsetting to most likely not see Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs because,
yeah,
like
because
you always say,
if he
like
sneaks in at the
all
7 seed, bro, I want to
because
see it because he's always the top dog. They always
because
have home
mhm.
field. They're always the team. Like I want to see if he could cook at that 7 seed. Like I would
and
love to
like
see
and
that.
like you always say, like all you ask for is a seat at the table.
Absolutely.
That doesn't apply to any team more than the Chiefs
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
All you ask for is a seat at the table.
Yeah. I think they're in there the Super Bowl favorite. Or at least in the AFC. At least they're the favorite to win the AFC. If they make the
You think
playoffs
you
at the
think if you
seven
think if they're
seed,
in the playoff, I think that's
if
kind of
they're in the
crazy. I
AFC,
think that's
they
kind of
will be the
crazy.
odds-on favorite to win the AFC. I think maybe not the
I
Super
mean,
Bowl just because there's some powerhouses in the NFC right now, but at least to win the AFC, they have to be the favorite.
the AFC's so weak. I like. I'm not saying that's ridiculous, but it is kind of ridiculous. They're not
We'll
even.
see.
They're most
I mean, I
likely
don't
not
think they're
even
going
going
to
to
make
make
it,
it.
so we might not see, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But we'll keep
Great
going.
game. Great
It
game.
was a great game. Finish off the night game. Last upset. Bengals upset the Ravens 32-14. I
Which
saw
also
this one
just
coming from a
came out of
mile
nowhere.
away. I was all over that last week.
Which
I was all
I
over
was
this
I
game.
was not. I was not. I was like Joe Burrow coming back, and then he has to
Dude,
play in Baltimore. I didn't see it
he's
happening.
angry. Jamar's angry coming off the suspension. Getting his quarterback back. Lamar has not been playing good football. I saw this one
Yeah, and
coming.
that yeah, and that
Great game
and
though.
that continued, and
Huge win. Huge win. The
it's
Bengals last year, the same thing happened. They were 4-8. They got Joe Burrow back, and they made it literally till the last
the
minute
last
of the
second
four
of the
o'clock
last
game
of
on
it was
on
the
week
last it was
18.
one of the yeah it was like one of the last games
It
of
was
the
it was
entire
the Chiefs
season.
Broncos game. It was a four
hmm
o'clock game, and the
Yep.
Chiefs sat all their starters. If the Chiefs didn't sit
Yep.
their starters and won, the Bengals would have made the playoffs.
So what are you saying?
I'm
So
saying they're
so
alive. I'm saying they're in the same situation that they were in last year. They're alive. I'm going to get into this because it's kind of similar to my segment, so I don't want to touch too much on it. But all I'm saying is they're alive, and the Steelers and the Ravens are doing nothing to keep them from
I
being
was just
alive.
I was
They
just
are
I was
doing
just about to
nothing
say
to
I
stop
was
this
just
from
about to say
happening.
they're both just pissing it away right now.
Yes, 100%.
It's so hard to be a Lamar truther this season.
Yeah, it's a
It's
bad
so
year. It's
it's
a bad year.
it's
You
so
want to talk
hard
about a down year?
because
This is bad.
yeah, because first he's hurt and then he comes back and in 3 weeks he has 0 touchdowns, like I think like 3 turnovers, something like that.
And he almost like snuck through the cracks because they went on a 5 game win streak. So like
Yeah,
you almost didn't pay attention to it too much, like how bad he was playing, but now it's
and
like,
and yeah, that like and we probably talked about this. I could probably go back and find when we talked about this, but I was I was in the school of thought that okay, this is a testament to Lamar Jackson being the most valuable player in football because he's out. They drop a bunch of games. They're
One and
they're pretty
five.
much out. They're pretty much out of it
Yeah.
before the first half of the season's even over, and then they come back. They win five in a row. I was like, yeah, that to me is the definition of MVP. But I mean, even in those games, aside from the first one where he came back and had four touchdowns, he hasn't been playing well. And I mean, it caught up to them in this game. Bengals just offensively looked great, and defensively they were able to turn the ball over, make some plays, make some things happen. Jamar Chase, he had over 100 yards for what
Yeah,
feels
balled
like the
out.
first time in forever. Like,
Yeah, balled out. It's really not,
yeah,
but
it's not, but with what the Bengals have been dealing with at quarterback, like
yeah, feels like
that's
it.
that's that's how it feels.
Yeah.
And I mean, Joe Burrow, welcome back. They had him drop back 46 times. I'm looking at it right now. 46 pass attempts. He had
Yeah.
261 yards and two touchdowns.
Yeah.
Shout
First
out
game
him. I
back,
mean,
bro. Welcome back.
yeah, Derrick Henry did good on the ground. He had 60 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, he also had where is it? He also had 44 receiving yards.
Yeah, yeah. This was an ass whooping.
Yeah, yeah, no, they beat
This
them
was
up. They came out there and they took their lunch money. That's what
so.
wise man once said.
What do you think? I know you just said that the Bengals are still alive. How do you feel about the Ravens right now?
They're in a bad spot. They're in a bad spot. I mean, they have the division right now, so like,
Yeah, but
but we'll touch on it.
they have
It
another
has,
divisional game coming up this week. They play the
yeah,
Steelers.
yeah. We'll talk about it. My segment's about this, so similar.
Okay.
It's on along the lines.
Okay.
But Black Friday football, Bears Eagles. Bears upset the Eagles, fourth upset in a row, 24-15. The Eagles, man. The Eagles, man.
Rough.
The Eagles,
I like to
man.
see it. I like to see
I
it. I
love to
know you
see
like
it.
to see it. I know you like
I
to see
love
it.
to see it. It's keeping my sanity
I
from
don't
the
even
nightmare of a season I'm having.
I don't even think this is a testament to who the Bears are. And me and you were just talking about this before we started recording. I don't know how I feel about the Bears.
Yeah, I don't know
I
how I
don't
feel
know
about the Bears either.
I don't know if I trust Caleb Williams in the playoffs, but he didn't have to do
He
much
really
this game.
hasn't been playing good.
Yeah,
If you look
and
at the numbers, he has not been playing very good.
he didn't have to do much this game. They
No, they're just winning.
of their 420 yards of offense, almost 300 of them came on the ground
Yep, yep. Mononga had 130 and a
With DeAndre
touchdown,
Swift and Monangai
and
leading the way.
Swift
Yeah,
had 125 and a touchdown. So
yeah.
where's that
Caleb
Eagles
Williams,
defense at? Where's that Eagles defense at? Letting two guys rush for 120 plus yards on you?
the same way you said that just now the Ravens are in a bad spot. They're dropping all these games and their offense isn't playing well. I think it's even more exaggerated for the Eagles. I feel like they popped off so early in the beginning of the season. And even if you go back and look at those games now, knowing what we know about how their offense is now, like I always think about that Rams game. Like that's a game
Hmm.
that if not for a miracle would have been a loss on your record. There are other games in
A
there
lot of
that
other games.
yeah,
They
it's the
beat the
same
Packers
story. The
by putting
Packers
up
game,
10 points.
yeah, like there's a lot of games on here that you're like,
They beat the Lions by
sure,
putting up like
these
13
are
points. Like,
not for nothing though. Playing devil's advocate, those are good teams. Like they are going and beating good teams, but
oh yeah, I mean those are the powerhouses of the NFC right now.
yeah, but
But
I think it's at I think this is the start of the end for the Eagles.
I
Again,
think so.
we were talking about this game right before we started recording. This is giving me glimpses of the 2023 season where the Cowboys got off to a rough start, came storming back, rattling off a bunch of wins towards the end of the season. The Eagles, it was the opposite. They started off really well, and they lost five of their last six going into the playoffs. Now, is it going to be that bad? I don't think so, just because there's so much star power on that
And
team.
correct me if I'm wrong, that was the year coming off of their Super Bowl appearance. They were expected to be amazing, and then they had a bad year, got bounced in the first round, and
I
then
think you're
last
right.
year they went down and won the Super Bowl. So might be
I
seeing
think you're right.
little history repeating itself.
Also, I know this is stupid. I know this is so stupid, but I always get hung up on the NFC East curse. That's that's still alive. That's still alive and
It
in
is it's
play.
still alive. It is still alive. It is still
It's
alive.
it's still definitely in play. And now the Bears, best record in the NFC.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
That's
I
why
don't
I
buy
say
it.
I don't know how to feel about them.
I don't buy it.
That's why I say it because
I'll tell you
best
right now, I
record
don't
in the
buy it.
NFC.
Put it
Sure,
on record.
sure,
Put it on
sure.
record. They won't make it out of the first round of playoffs.
Sure, their defense is opportunistic. I mean, their offense is getting the job done, but there's still there's something that's holding me back, and I can't
Yeah.
find it. I think for me, it starts with Caleb Williams. I just I
I
don't
mean,
think
they've
he's
played
fully
nobody.
there yet.
They've played nobody. They're not very impressive to watch. Like they don't really pass the
Yeah,
eye test of an exciting, fun team to watch. Like you said, Caleb. We all know how I feel about Caleb, but he
yeah.
hasn't proven to me yet. Um, and
You know what? I think for the foreseeable future, the Bears are absolutely going to be a threat because I think Caleb Williams is just getting better and better each game, honestly. Like if you go back and look at how he played last year versus how he's playing this year, there is a huge step up, but it's still not all the way there yet. The decision making isn't great still, but the athletic flashes and I mean it seems like they're bought in. Like they're a tight knit group and they've got a lot of trust in Ben Johnson as they should. He's making a run for coach of the year like we predicted. Or like
yep,
I think it was Dom who said that, yeah.
yep. I wanted to say it, but I didn't want it to say his name. So I went Vrabel, but I love it. He's the odds-on favorite. So
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, something just won't let
yeah,
me
no, I agree. And
buy in
and
yet.
and we all know where I'm placing my blame on this Philly situation. To me, it's all on Hurts.
I I think that's fair to say too.
To me, my
He's not playing
opinion,
well. But
you guys were
but
not happy
also
with me where I ranked him before the season started, and he's dropped on my list since then. Forget thinking I was
yeah,
right then. He's only gone further down.
not for nothing though. Where's Saquon Barkley?
Yeah, he's
Where
regressing. He's regressing.
where is he? Because okay, yeah, fine. The Bears, they're pretty good on defense. They were in my list, top 10, or they were an honorable mention. I forget. They were at the bottom of the list or an honorable mention. But this has been the theme all year. Can't get the running game going.
Yeah,
He
yeah, they
hasn't
were
done
somewhere in
anything
there. The
all
Bears
year.
were somewhere in there. We might have to give you. We might need you to update that soon. Maybe in the next few weeks, we'll update Sam's
I think
list.
I think I would knock this. I think I would knock this Eagles unit down a couple
Yeah.
spots because defensively they're not playing well either right now too.
No, which is crazy because they went
Which is
from
the
like a two
last
week
thing you
stretch.
need.
They went in like that 2 week stretch, like Packers Lions, where you're like, this is the
Yeah,
best defense
lights
in
out.
football. They just embarrassed two of the best teams in the NFL. Um,
Yeah, to
but
dropping one to us, and I mean, our offense is one of the best in the league right now, if not the best. So that's
yeah,
fair. But the Bears, that's not their identity.
yeah,
They don't want to win games through the air. They don't want to win games
no,
on big plays. But yeah, so that's the Thanksgiving slate. I mean,
yeah.
like you
Thanksgiving,
said,
Black Friday,
four
four
upsets,
upsets.
four entertaining games to watch,
Yeah,
and
but
then
we'll
starting
we'll
off, yeah,
yeah we'll fly through this Sunday. Continuing the upset trend though, biggest one of the week in my opinion. Panthers upset the Rams 31-28.
dude, they're so fucking
The
sneaky.
sneakiest team of
They're
all
so
time, bro.
sneaky.
That's actually that might be
This
the
game was
best
crazy,
take I've ever had in my entire life. Is the sneaky
bro.
Panthers?
They're so sneaky. They're sitting at 7-6 right now, bro. They're not. They're not far away. Like we're talking about
Bro, they're in division contention.
a couple things go right. The Bucks are 7-5.
That's what I'm saying. They're right there. And look at the teams that they've beat. Like they're beating good teams.
Yeah, and they have credible wins on their schedule.
It's crazy.
It's but they're so volatile. Bryce Young, he either plays like the second coming of Brady or he's terrible.
Yeah, I have to dive
This is
into the
another
schedules a little bit, but don't be surprised, dude. Do not be surprised.
super sneaky Panthers. Like, and I remember when we did like the first episode, we did our predicted division winners. I wanted to say that the Panthers were going to come in second place, but it didn't feel right. And now the
Well,
Falcons are just completely out of it.
you could back me because I said this a long time ago. So anybody that's
we
watching, when
we
I
said this.
was
This was
begging
this
Sam
our
to make the podcast, my pitch to him was, imagine how cool it would be if we get on there and make takes. Like for me, it would be sneaky Panthers. They're going to win the division. I like Bryce
no, this
Young,
was
and everybody told me I'm
sneaky
crazy.
Panthers. No, I didn't for
Sneaky.
the sneaky Panthers thing. I didn't for the
No, you loved
podcast. I
it. You
told you
loved
were
it.
crazy.
No, but you
The
loved it when I said that.
sneaky Panthers was our brainchild because Bryce
That's
Young, yeah, when he's
100%.
when he's hot, he's on fire. And then I mean, you flip it around, Matt Stafford, ug- ugly
He still
game,
played good. He still played good. He had two bad
ugly
turnovers
game.
early. He still played good.
Yeah, bro, Puka Nacua with one of the craziest catches I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Like
that was unreal.
two of the craziest catches I've ever seen in the same
Yeah,
week.
in the same day. Yeah,
Yeah,
same
in
day.
the same day.
Crazy.
Um,
But yeah, I mean, just a really nice win for the Panthers. They took advantage. Matt Stafford has not turned the ball over all year. Their defense is pretty good. They forced turnovers and they took advantage. And when it mattered most, they made plays. Huge, like third down. Bryce Young throws a
yeah.
touchdown to Ted McMillan out of nowhere.
Mhm.
Like then they iced the game going for
That
it
was
on
that
fourth
was on
down.
fourth.
Like
That was on fourth.
the
That
touchdown was on
touchdown
fourth
was
too.
yeah. The
Yeah,
touchdown was on fourth down, bro.
crazy. So just
Um,
good for them. And on the Rams side, Devontae Adams is a touchdown machine.
yeah,
Leads the league in touchdowns,
yeah.
another multi-touchdown game. Um, they both played good,
He's
honestly.
stealing all these touchdown receptions that I need from Puka in another league. Not the
Yeah,
one that
he's
we're
their
in.
red zone guy.
Yeah,
It's all it boils down to.
which
They
is
get in the red zone,
which is
that's where he's
killing me.
looking. That's where he's
Yeah,
looking. He's not looking for Puka.
it's killing me right now. But I mean, Puka Nacua is still 6 receptions, 72 yards. He's consistently getting like most of the volume in terms of
Yes,
targets and
oh,
receptions.
100%. 100%.
But yeah, Devontae Adams is just a glitch in the
Yeah,
red zone right now.
yeah,
And even though the Rams dropped this game, like I'm still not out on
yeah,
them
yeah, no.
because
I'm not worried.
you caught them on a bad week on the
Bad
road.
weather game, couple
Yeah,
bad
and they
turnovers. It's
yeah, and they still go and have 4 touchdowns against a good defense.
Yeah, and it's the story of the season, man. It's at any given Sunday, we all know.
Yeah,
Nothing would surprise me at this point. No game would surprise me at this point.
yeah. I feel bad for whoever the Rams played this week though because
Yeah, a little bit of a
I think they
revenge
got a
game.
lot of yeah they're gonna set some things straight. I'm looking at the schedule right now. Yeah, they played the Cardinals,
Yeah, ooh.
so we'll
Buckle
get
up,
into that.
Jacoby. But yeah, next game, 49ers beat the Browns 26-8. Shador did not get his second win or his first win at home. Not a very good
He got his
game.
first passing touchdown though.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out,
He did.
bro. I want Shador to be good so bad.
I know you do.
Like
I know
I
you do.
want, I want him to be good so
I
bad,
know you
and
do.
I think he will. I think he will. Like everything's there, and also I don't know if you've been seeing what the media is trying to do to him. All right, let's talk the game first because like I don't want to be accused of being a Shador
Yeah,
sexual. I want to talk football
yeah.
first, but I do got to talk about Shador. Brock Purdy again just like didn't really impress me.
He played a little bit better after his three interception performance. Um, he got the job done. Wasn't great. Wasn't pretty. Kittle played really well.
Yeah,
He was all over the place. Yeah, this was like kind of a boring game. Honestly, I don't have like too much to say about this one. There's one thing I want to say, I guess, before you start going on about Shador.
Mhm.
Myles Garrett is on another level. Added another sack. He's now at 19 through
Yeah.
13 weeks. He's on pace for 27 sacks this year.
It's
The
27 now.
He's on pace for
God,
27 sacks. NFL record, for anybody that doesn't know, is 22 and a half by Michael Strahan and TJ Watt, right? I got that
yeah,
right? They're tied for 22 and a half. He's 4 sacks away from passing that. Um, Prediction, he's doing it this week. They're playing the Titans. He's getting 4 sacks this week. I think he breaks the record on Sunday.
4 in 1 game. I don't
He's
know,
had two
bro.
5 sack games this season. They're playing
I
the
mean,
Titans.
yeah, would it surprise me? No. Guess what the odds are
It's a
right now?
bold prediction. It's a bold
I
prediction,
just,
but
I just looked it up because I feel we did the same thing last week, and I'm just curious to see how it compares to
it's
the
like
week
minus
before.
1,600 or something, right?
Yeah, it's minus 1,500.
Yeah.
So he's taking care of that, which
Yeah, I mean, this is what he's doing right now is ridiculous. And the big thing is, so I think TJ did it in 15 games because I think he missed a game. And I think Strahan might have done it in like 16 because there wasn't 17 games at the time. I don't know exactly. I know one of
mhm,
them did it in 15 games. So you know how everybody is. They like to put an asterisk on any records they
yeah.
possibly can because people like to just hold on to what they have. So everybody's like he's got to do it in 15. So he needs 4 sacks in the next 2 games. And
But if he shatters the record, like I
yeah,
don't
I mean if he
care.
puts up 27
I
sacks, I don't want to hear a damn
if
thing.
it yeah
But
if it took 17 games for you to have 27 sacks, like still the,
yeah,
whatever asterisk you could put next to it is
yeah.
moot.
I don't buy into that stuff, but would I like to see him do it in week 15? Yeah. I think it would be cool.
Yeah,
I think it would be cool. I would
yeah,
like to see him do
and
this
we're
week. I really think he can. But that's all I got for that. You can go. You can talk about Shador. Your guy. Your boy. Big
I
Shador guy over here.
bro, because like to me he's really likable. To me, he's really likable. I don't know if you see what they're trying to do to him with the media. He gets asked these ridiculous questions after the games. They ask him, how do you feel about how do you feel about Stefanski? How do you feel about the play calling? How do you feel about your teammates? About even when he wasn't getting any reps in practice and Gabriel was starting over him. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? The guy's a class act when it comes to answering these questions. He knows what they're trying to do. They're trying to start trouble, and I don't know. I see something in him. Maybe I'm just blinded by the last name. Maybe I'm just blinded about some of the good things that he did at Colorado. But
I don't
the
have a problem with Shador. I do think he's likable. I do think he's a good personality for the league. And I also think that people overhate, like, same way it is with Bronny in the NBA. Like, people give them a lot of hate for being like the kid of a one of the best players of all time,
yeah,
which
they
I
I
don't
mean they
think is
can't control
fair.
that.
I don't think it's deserved. I don't think it's fair. And I actually love Deion Sanders, so I like Shador because of that. I just don't think he's that good. Like I just don't see it from an unbiased, no hate from outside stuff, like purely just watching him play football. I just don't see it. And I said it before the draft. I said I was hoping the Giants took him at 3 because I don't think he's going to be good, and
Hmm.
I don't want the Giants to succeed. I was all over it. I was like, please, Giants, take him early, because I don't see it. I'm not rooting against it. Like I hope he's good. I do. I like him. I think he's like everything you said. I agree with. I do think he's a good personality for the league, but I don't see it.
And also harping back on what I said when he made his debut is that the Cleveland needs something, bro,
Yeah, he
because
brings an energy there for sure. He
they
brings an
are
energy there for
they're
sure,
they're a
and that
deep
makes a difference.
franchise, and it's such a shame going back to Miles Garrett. It's such a shame to watch something as impressive as that, and then take a step back and realize he's doing it on the Browns.
Yeah.
Like you're watching one of the greatest defensive players ever that we'll see at least
Yeah.
in in our prime years of watching ball. They need something, and I think Shador could be that answer for them. But there's still so many problems on this team. Like
A lot of the
their leading
time,
receiver this week was Harold Fannin. Like, come on,
yeah.
bro.
A lot of
Like
the time
we gotta fix
it takes
something.
something like that, and it just for the fans at least, like just to give them something. I could speak on it. I know the Giants feel that way about Jackson Dart. I felt that all last year. Like we're horrible. This is a nightmare of a season, and like I'm not even like worried about it because I know what our future is because of Jaden Daniels, and it takes a guy like that to just
Change the
swap,
culture.
change the culture and change the way the fans feel about their team. And I think I completely agree with you. I think he could be that guy for them. I think Jackson Dart is that type of player for the Giants. I feel
Yeah.
the same way about Jaden. I feel the same way about Drake May. Like these types of guys, like you said, they come in. I see this is crazy. You're gonna call me crazy. I don't feel that with Cam Ward. I haven't I haven't
That is
I haven't
crazy.
seen that yet. I don't see
That is
him.
He's
And
not.
but there's
You know why?
so many problems with
You
the
know why? Because
Titans.
he's not as big. Because he's not as big of a personality, and he's on an even worse team than Shador.
Yeah,
He's on an
and
even worse team than
that's not even
Jackson
a
Dart.
shot as at his play. That's literally just like the I don't want to say aura because it's cringy, but like the energy that they bring and the culture change. Like
Yeah,
I haven't felt that in Tennessee.
I
If I'm
mean,
a
I mean,
Tennessee fan, I'm not looking forward to my future right now.
I mean, how could you with one win? How
Yeah,
could
but
you?
again, I mean the Giants have two
Like,
wins. If I'm a Giants fan, I'm excited about my future. As a Commanders fan with three wins, I'm
yeah,
excited about my future. As a Browns fan with two wins, I'm not necessarily yet, but I'm en route to being excited about my future. Tennessee
that's
doesn't have that right now.
that's a good way. That's a good way of putting him.
And
That's
again,
a good
that's
way
not
of
even a
putting
diss at his play style, like at all. Just I just don't
him.
feel that there. But maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong. We'll see. I would like to be wrong. He's a good kid. He was a hell of a
yeah.
player in college, so I'm okay with being wrong about that, but we'll keep going. Another upset, another one I was all over. Texans beat the Colts 20-16. I think you were you on that or was I alone on this one?
I think you were alone on this one.
Dude,
I think
this
you were alone
Texans
on this
team,
one.
man, they're on fire. This Texans team is on fire right now. I
Their
love what's going
their
on in
defense
Houston.
is their defense is just so good right now.
Yeah, shut this
The
Colts team
defense
down,
the
man.
defense is just like there's nothing you can really say about the
No,
Texans without first saying their defense is just playing on another level right now. I mean, again, I'm checking box scores as we go, but Jonathan Taylor, he's the heart and soul of the Colts entire team. That's their identity, Jonathan Taylor right
the
now.
the
He
Colts
still
are
had he
0
still had a
and
pretty productive day. Got the
the
ball
Colts
21
are 0
times at
for
85 yards, but
0 for when Jonathan Taylor doesn't score a touchdown. Haven't won a game this year that he hasn't scored a touchdown.
yeah. And Daniel Jones, I don't really know how to feel about what we're seeing right now.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's playing on like a literal broken leg right now.
Yeah,
Like the
and
fact that he's even still playing these games is pretty
there's
impressive.
there's that, yeah, and that's a big testament to what the Colts think they could be in December and January.
Yeah,
But I don't know, man.
they got to
All of
get
a
there
sudden,
first. This is looking
all of
shaky.
all of a sudden, yeah, all of a sudden, this division becomes really competitive. Colts are still top name four.
No, they're
Actually,
not.
no,
The
no, because the
Jaguars lead the
Jags,
division.
because the
The
Jags
Jaguars
just
are
came out.
first in the division.
Because the Jags just came out and beat the Titans. I forgot. So this division just got really competitive out of nowhere. I feel like
Yeah.
because a few weeks ago we were talking about it like it was already over. The Colts are just going to run away with it.
Yep.
Um, yeah, this was a huge upset. The Texans went on the road, got one from the Colts, who I think even though are having problems as of late, are a better team. But
That defense.
yeah, yeah,
That
defense.
defense.
I don't even really have much to say about the offense. Like, sure, like C.J. Stroud played fine, had an
Nico
interception.
played really good. Nico had a
Yeah,
really good game.
Nico was just short of 100 receiving yards, but it all starts with that defense. I think that's a championship defense.
Defense wins championships. We all know it.
Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about
Yeah,
this
no,
game unless
no,
you
no.
do.
We can move on. We can move on in this game. We are not spending more than 30 seconds on Dolphins Saints. The Dolphins won 21-17. Let go of a
Shout out,
16 point.
shout out, Dom, Joe. This one's for you. Next game,
Yeah, they let go of a 16 point lead. Almost sold it at the end. Saints recover an onside kick. Have to make me sweat.
bro.
You know what? I will say Tyler Shuck played back, played pretty good at the end. Came alive a little bit towards the end of that game. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like Devon Vele, good game. Chris Olave, good game. A-Chain, good game. Everybody
Yeah,
else, that was not
free A
fun to
chain,
watch.
free A chain. I don't care. The Dolphins won. Free A chain. Get them
No,
out of there.
100%. 100%. Yeah, that was not a fun game to watch. So
Get them out of there. Shout out,
we'll
shout out
move
the
on.
Marinos.
We'll move on to what was a great game to watch. Shockingly, because I thought this was the toilet bowl of the week. Jets upset the Falcons 27-24. What are we doing? What is going on?
Crazy,
This is
crazy.
crazy.
And dude, the Falcons are butt. The Falcons suck.
If I told
Like,
you, if you didn't watch on Sunday and I said, all right, Sam, Bijan had 142 yards, a touchdown on 5 catches for 51 yards, who won the game? Ah, Falcons. Falcons. 100%.
yeah. because kind of like we said about Jonathan Taylor, it's the same thing about the Falcons. They live and breathe through, at least on offense, because I think their defense is pretty good. They
Yeah,
live and breathe through Bijan, and then you look at the guys around him. I mean, Kyle Pitts had a big receiving game too,
yeah, he did. He did. He played good. 7 catches, 82
but
yards.
the Jets,
They
like
just they listen. They just don't want a good draft pick, man. They do it to their fans every year.
50,
They just don't. They just
56,
don't want it.
56 yard game winning field goal.
They're trying to. They're trying to hide from their draft picks. That's it.
But I also don't have anything to really say about this game.
No,
Like,
I mean good win for the Jets.
yeah, go in
Falcons
for the Jets.
figure it out.
Yeah, we're talking about two teams that are
Yeah.
bottom feeders of the league.
Yep. I agree. And honestly, looking at this list, the next few games I don't really have much to say on either. First one being the Bucks Cardinals. The Bucks beat the Cardinals 20-17. I mean the Bucks controlled this game pretty much the whole time. The Cardinals made a little run
Mhm.
like towards the end to make it close. It was a 3-point game. They
Yeah.
did come back and make it a little bit interesting, but I mean the Bucks were pretty much in the driver's seat for this entire game.
The one thing that I do have to say is it's it's really starting to shine through how losing Mike Evans is affecting this offense.
Yeah, I mean this is not the same Bucks team. They were the best team in the league at one point this year. This is not the same
Through
team.
yeah, through the first like 6 weeks, we're like
Baker's not playing
they're gonna
great.
make a deep playoff run.
MVP Baker is way far gone. I mean,
Yeah. Um
welcome back Bucky Irving though. He got in the end zone. Welcome back Chris Godwin.
yeah.
He had 78 yards. So that's exciting for them at least going forward
Yeah.
because now they have
In
a
the
tough divisional race going on. This the whole South, the
yeah.
poverty of the NFL has just gotten real close. Everything just got
Mhm.
real close. They're
And
interesting divisions now.
yes, and even though I was just saying that they're hurting without having the dynamic of Mike Evans on the offense, getting Bucky Irving and Chris Godwin back is huge.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe in a few weeks, give it some time, let them get into a rhythm, rattle off a few wins. They could get Emeka Egbuka back in the mix. He started off the season red hot. He's kind of
Yeah, he's
quieted
slowing
down
down.
since.
He's not even the favorite anymore to win Rookie of the Year. It's Tet.
Who is?
Tet.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Crazy.
mean he's balling right now. So
He's balling, but I still think Ibuka's having a better year. But
yeah, it's again
yeah,
that's about
I mean,
all I have to say about this game.
only other thing I got is we've said it every week, but Trey McBride is on another planet right now. What he's
Yeah,
doing is just absolutely absurd. He had another 8 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Just adding on to what has already been a just ridiculous season for him.
yeah,
He is
he's all over the place.
he's unbelievable. Unbelievable. The
Hmm.
Cardinals offense, like I don't know how they don't score more. Like they Jacoby Brissett is playing out of his mind. Trey
Yeah,
McBride is
he's
playing out of his mind.
out of nowhere. Like
Michael Wilson
we're not
played out of his
talking
mind
about
in the absence of Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison was
yeah.
back, so he wasn't really needed. But like
Hmm.
they have like firepower on his offense. They're just not scoring. It's weird. The box scores never reflect their
I saw it.
points.
I saw it. What was it, 4 or 5 weeks ago when the Cardinals played us in prime time?
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
they have pieces there, but they're in a tough division. They're in the
Yes.
NFC, which is just a tough conference right now.
Yes.
Even out of division games are hard, and they're not
Yes.
nothing is guaranteed. Um, but I don't know. I don't
Looking
know. Shout
back
out the
on it,
Bucks.
if you missed the playoffs, saying that you lost to the Cardinals is going to be a real like bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's going to hurt. Um, Next game, Jags whoop the Titans 25-3.
This is another game we could spend like 30 seconds on.
Yeah, literally. Good game, Jacoby
I have
Myers.
no words for the Titans. Like
Nothing. The one of the worst teams I've ever seen.
they're just terrible.
Good game, Jacoby Myers. Welcome to Duval. Other than that, I got nothing. I literally got nothing.
Duval. Yeah, and they're on top of the division now.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to the Jags, 8-4, leading the division. Another team, I guess I will say, I am not buying it at all. I don't buy it for a second. Same as the Bears. I don't. I mean, I think the Bears are much better than the Jags. I do not buy this team for a second.
I was gonna say I buy it more for the Bears than the
Oh,
Jaguars.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, they're I don't know. They're the division leader in a weak division. kind of compared to the rest of the AFC. I feel like
It's just
this
funny
is the
because I think the
this is the
Colts
least
and the
competitive
Texans,
division.
I think the Colts and the Texans are significantly better than the Jaguars. Like it's
Yeah,
not
that's
even.
that's the
I don't
thing.
even think it's close.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
So
I can't
interesting.
I
It's
can't I can't
interesting to
I
see
can't sit
how
here.
this season unfolds the rest of the way with the AFC South because
Yeah, yeah. Enough said. Enough said.
Seahawks Vikings. Seahawks shut out the Vikings. They beat them 26-0. The Vikings have the worst quarterback room in the NFL. JJ McCarthy goes out, so you bring in Max Brosmer,
Who
who
was doing
had
his best JJ McCarthy
because he had
impersonation?
just as bad of a
By the way,
QBR as JJ McCarthy 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row that their quarterbacks could have spiked the ball every play and had a better QBR. That's ridiculous. Four picks. Four
dude,
picks. He was going for nine. He's trying to get nine by the time JJ comes back.
I feel like so bad for Justin Jefferson.
So bad. Two catches
Like
for
it's
four
turn,
yards.
it's
Two
turning
catches
into
for
free Jettas.
yeah,
It's turning into free
100%.
Jettas, and I mean, I saw this coming for the Vikings, especially because the other NFC North teams were trending in a good direction and they weren't.
Yep.
But I I never thought I'd see the day where we got Max Brosmer starting. Just here you go, pick six, literally underhanded.
Yeah.
Here you go, have this.
This game was played and won defensively. I mean, the Vikings defense actually played good. They held the Seahawks offense to nothing. But the Seahawks defense, another one of the best defenses in football, did their job to win this game. They had another defensive touchdown, shut them out, four picks. So huge game from Seattle's defense because Seattle's offense, I mean, Sam Darnold was non-existent. He had 128 yards, no touchdowns. JSN, the man of the year, two
First game,
catches for
first start of the
23
year,
yards.
and you know what?
So
When you're trying to do something that's never been done before, when you're trying to break receiving records, go for that 2,000 yard season, like one bad game, or not even a
throws off
bad game,
everything.
because one I'm not gonna say bad game because they won 26-0. That's not a bad game by any means. It's a
Yeah, and
team
he didn't do
sport,
anything wrong.
but
I mean,
yeah, but one game where you're not producing can really hurt you. I mean,
absolutely.
is he is he still gonna get it? Like there's still a very real chance that he's gonna
I
hit
don't think he's gonna
2K.
get 2,000. I don't think he's gonna
I
get 2,000.
I don't think so either, but there's a real chance. Like you got to respect that.
You can't afford a 23-yard game going for 2,000 yards.
Hmm. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. But he could also pop off like
Yeah,
at any given moment, have a
yeah,
200 yard day. Um,
absolutely.
yeah, Seahawks. They're they're my team that like I think it really just boils down to Sam Darnold how he's going to play in the playoffs.
Hmm.
Which that's the reason that I'm not fully bought into them because I really don't trust him in the playoffs. And
Yeah,
that's been my feelings for the Seahawks the past month. That yeah, they'll be in the playoffs. Sure, they should win a few games, but are they going to be able to do anything with Sam Darnold under center? I don't think so. I really don't
probably
think so. I
not.
wouldn't.
Probably not.
But like with the supporting cast around him, with this defense, with the way the whole team's playing
The
right now,
defense can make it interesting for sure.
and also if they win the division, Seattle is such a tough place to play at.
Yes,
That matters. Like if you're a
absolutely,
Seahawks fan right now, you're praying for home field advantage. I don't think I don't think
absolutely.
Sam Darnold's going to go on the road and
No,
steal playoff games on the road.
no, no, definitely not. But next one, Chargers Raiders. The Chargers blew out the Raiders 31-14. Raiders another just horrible team.
Yeah, they're
Um,
they're also terrible.
Big story of this one is Justin Herbert's injury. He went out in the
Hmm.
game. He ended up coming back playing with a boot on his hand, but he had to get surgery. I think he's a day to day, so I don't know if he's going to be playing this week. As the Chargers are also, I mean, they're a wild card team as of right now, but another 8-4 team that's fighting to stay in the playoffs. This could be a problem.
Yeah, they're not trending in the right direction, and they started off so hot,
They played. This was
which
a good win. I mean, they played really well.
this this was a good win. And the same way when I was talking about how we whooped the Raiders' ass, I was gonna say, let me chill. It's the Raiders. let's chill. It is the Raiders.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Divisional
you
game,
beat it.
though. It's a little different.
Sure, I'll give you that. But at the end of the day, the Raiders don't have a pot to piss in right now. Geno Smith is the worst like regularly starting quarterback in my
Yeah.
opinion. That's getting the
I
starting
could
job
I
every
could get
single week,
behind
week
that.
to week.
I could get behind
Because
that.
yeah, because they're your Max Brosmers of the world, but they're not the starting quarterback that you gave a fat contract to.
I could get
And
behind that.
Geno Smith when he was in Seattle before
Was a
he
dog.
came to the Raiders, yeah, was playing like best he had ever played. I mean, he's been in the
Yeah.
league for a long time. If you really think about it,
Long time.
we've seen a lot of Geno Smith football. This is
hmm
some of the worst of
Usually
it
as a
though.
backup.
Yeah, but this is just some of the worst of it.
Yeah.
Um,
Shout out to
Prayers up
Brock
to Justin
Bowers.
Herbert. Yeah.
Shout out to Brock
Also,
Bowers.
okay,
One
so
of the most
three,
ridiculous
three,
catches.
three.
How that
We got
ball didn't hit the
Puka,
ground, bro. My
Puka,
boy just
Brock Bowers, and then when we get to the Sunday night game, we'll talk about what's his
yeah,
face.
Traylon Burks.
Yeah, we'll talk about Traylon Burks.
But
Three of the craziest
crazy
catches I've
catch.
ever seen.
Crazy
Yeah,
catch. Yeah. Wild. But yeah, other than the Herbert situation, I don't have much on that game. That's the biggest news right now. You got to keep an eye out for because I think with Herbert
yeah,
healthy, they're gonna make with if he's healthy, they're gonna make the playoffs. What they're gonna do there, probably nothing. But
probably
with
nothing.
him
I was just about to
healthy,
say that.
but they need him. They need him. If he's not healthy, this could take a turn for the worse. Mind you, I like Trey Lance, but I don't think he's ready to take this team to the playoffs.
Yeah, and they do have a tough going because I'm looking at the schedule now for them.
Still got to
They
play
have the
KC
Eagles.
again
Yeah, they have the Eagles.
this week. Yep.
Yeah, then they have. I'm trying to look here. Yeah, then they got to play KC, and then they got to play the Cowboys. Like those are 3 weeks that I know it's fun to say, "Ha, the Eagles suck," but you still
Yeah.
you still got to go. You still got to go and play a a contender,
one Hundred percent.
a legit contender, and then turn around and play the Cowboys,
100%.
who are hungry right now. I I agree with you. They'll of that 3 game stretch Herbert plays, they can win one of those games. Probably the Eagles if Herbert plays.
Probably. Probably.
Um, but we'll see. Yeah, that's the biggest
Yeah.
thing about that game. Is just Justin Herbert get well soon,
Yep. For sure.
especially for
We
my
got.
fantasy team because it's between him and Lamar right now, bro. I like
Oof. That's not a good
yeah.
competition. But we got three more games left, so we'll fight through these. First one, Bills Steelers. Nice bounce back for the Bills. Um, Needed
I'm
that.
seeing I'm seeing a lot of talk about Mike Tomlin right now,
He's on the hot seat for sure because
which
he
say what
is
you're gonna say first.
very,
Yeah,
very, 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 very good at simply just being good enough. They're never anything better. They're never, or not never, they were. It's been a
mm-hmm.
long time. When's their last playoff win? It was a long time ago
It
that
was
the
a
Steelers won a playoff game.
long, like I think like
And
10
for a
years ago,
team
right?
that's there every single year, year in and year out, to go this long winning a playoff game, it's like he was good when he was younger, and I still think he's a good coach. But it's like they've reached their ceiling. Like they can't just get past that 9-8, win one playoff game. Like it just feels like he's stuck. He's stuck there, and at some point you have to look at it and say, what are we going to do about this? Something's got to
A
change.
coach, a coach is very important. A coach is very important to a team, but you also make it sound like he's the one that's going out there and playing the games. It's a problem with how they draft. It's a problem with their coordinators. It's a problem with how they call plays. But I think it's kind of funny. We were just saying when we were talking about the Cowboys and Chiefs, all you ask for is a seat at the table. If you're a Steelers fan, that's the last thing you ask for
Yeah,
because they they don't bring
you're
in
like
great
guaranteed a
talent.
seat at the table. I want a seat
Yeah,
at the table next week.
they don't bring in great talent when they draft because they're usually a middle of the pack pick. They
Yeah.
usually don't make any crazy trade moves. If anything, they've given more away than they've gotten as of late.
DK was a good trade for them. He's been pretty solid, but
Yeah,
eh,
but you you
he's been
you
eh.
trade away George Pickens,
Which they had to.
and that
He was never
that's
going to
that
work
speaks
out
for
there.
itself.
He
That
was
speaks
never
for
going to work
itself.
out there, though.
Yeah,
I'll
but
give
like
them that one.
that's
You had to get
that's
rid
why.
of him.
Yeah, but this is why I'm saying it's a deeper problem than Mike Tomlin because to me, seeing what George Pickens is doing when he's on the Cowboys, like that's just your quarterback play. That's your offensive coordinator's fault. That's not because the talent was always there with a guy like George Pickens. You trade him away because he's never going to work out.
He's
He's
a
working
crash
out
out.
just he's working out just fine on a good team. Yeah, he's crashing out because
He's a crash out in Pittsburgh.
The Steelers don't have an answer at quarterback, and where basically where I'm trying to go with this is I don't think it's entirely Mike Tomlin's fault, and
I don't think it's
winning
entirely Mike Tomlin's fault either. I'm just saying
winning coaches aren't a dime a dozen. You can't just go out and get a coach that's gonna produce what is it at this point? 10 straight, 11 straight, 12 straight winning seasons?
his whole career might be more than that.
He,
He's never had a
uh,
losing season ever.
which is that doesn't just accidentally happen. Like
No, listen,
it's hard to
there's
win
no
games in the
questioning
NFL.
whether or not he's a good coach. It just seems like he can't get them past that hump. He did when he was younger. They won two Super Bowls. I think he has two. Big Ben has two. I'm assuming he was there for both of them. I could be wrong. We're reaching into when we were 3 years old and not even alive yet, so I could
Joe,
be
let us
wrong.
know.
I'm
Joe, let us know. This is to see if
I'm
Joe
pretty
made it
sure
this
Mike
far.
Tomlin was there for both of them. He was
This is
definitely
to
there
see
for
if
one of them.
this is to see if Joe watches when his son isn't on.
He was
Let us
definitely
know,
there
bro.
for 2011. I think it was 2011 when they won. He was definitely there for that one. No, 2009 they won. I
They
think,
won in
or 2010.
what was it?
It was either 9 or 10. They
I thought it was
lost in
like
2011 to the Packers.
I thought it was like 2010 when they beat the Cardinals. That was 2010.
2010 with the who was it? Santonio Holmes with the catch.
Yeah, the catch. Yeah, it was 2010.
But
But yeah, we were what kindergarten, bro? Like I don't remember
mhm.
that shit.
That was before I started watching football. I know the first football game I watched. I don't know if you do. My first football game I ever watched was the 2010 Super Bowl. I mean 2011 Super Bowl when the Packers beat the Steelers. When Rodgers won his Super Bowl, that's the first football game I ever watched.
The first football game I ever watched was the 2011 Super Bowl when the Giants beat the
Yeah.
Patriots.
So that
Or
was the first full season I
or
watched.
2012, 20 whatever.
They won in 2012, but it was the 2011 season. That
Yeah,
was the
2011
first.
season.
The 2011 season was my first full season of watching, but I watched that Packers Steelers game, Super Bowl, with my dad at his house. That was the first football game I ever watched. But wow, we're youngins, bro. People forget.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that wasn't that long ago.
Good job, Buffalo. Like good,
It was a good
good
win.
way
They
to
played good.
yeah, good way
Rough
to get a
first
win.
half, but they totally dominated that second half.
Yeah, and they're another team where it's like I was so high on them in the beginning of the year. I was like, yeah, they're gonna go on a run, dude. I don't know what the way the AFC is shaping up. Like it's really hard to tell. I feel like it's anyone's division.
Yeah. Also, before we move on, Aaron Rodgers' injury, he's another one going to be questionable. I don't know. I don't think he's going to play this week.
I haven't read anything about
He like broke
whether
his
he's playing
wrist.
or not.
It was a rough injury. Um,
Yeah, but
oh no, that was 2 weeks ago. This was the nose. I don't know. He's banged up though. He's getting beat up. All I know is he's getting beat up. And the last thing I want to say about that game, hot take, kind of an overreaction type of thing. I'm just curious what you feel about this. I don't know if I mean it, but I think I mean it. No, I mean it. I'm going to say this confidently. I like this. If the
okay,
Chiefs don't find a way to make the playoffs, the AFC is Josh Allen's conference to lose.
it's not a ridiculous take, but like I just said, like that doesn't mean much to me because
If
the
you're
Bills
Josh
could.
Allen and you see a playoff picture that you don't have to face
No,
Mahomes, no matter what,
he's
no
licking
matter
his
what, you
chops.
have to go and win the AFC. Have to.
He's licking he's licking his chops, and you know what? This might be his only chance to do it because
Has to. Has to. You absolutely have to.
I agree with you. I agree with you in that regard, but I also don't know if it's like clear cut. Like yeah, the Bills go all the way to the Super Bowl, represent the AFC because this division or this conference
Hmm.
is just so inconsistent. You never
Yeah,
really know what you're gonna get.
100%. But we'll go to Sunday Night Football. Um, Tough loss, heartbreaker, but honestly, like I'm not too upset about it because I think we played really well. Honestly, I think this might is arguably our best game of the year, with the
Yeah,
exception of maybe like the
yeah.
Chargers game. Mariota played awesome. He was all over the place, making plays.
Mariota,
Terry's Terry's back.
Mariota.
Uh, Terry's back. He just put up a 100 yards and a touchdown on the best corner in the NFL. He wasn't on him all game, so I'm not going to be like, "Oh, Terry Cook Surtain," but he was on him for a good portion of the game. A
Hmm.
lot of his action, including the what should have been the game tying touchdown, was on Surtain. Um, so very, very happy to see that. I'm happy he's healthy. Happy the team's looking good. I'm not necessarily too upset about a loss, considering like all it's doing is helping our draft pick. Would I have liked to win? I'll never be the guy that roots against my team. I'll never sit there and be like, "We got to tank. I want to
Tank.
watch them
Yeah.
lose." I want to win football games. I was hoping we won. I said it before. I'm very happy they went for two. A lot of people asked me about that. Said, "How do you feel about them going for two? Like,
I
would you have rather them just tie it?" To me, being 3-8-1 does nothing. Does nothing for me. I'm very happy they went for two, and I actually think it was a very good play call. Nick Bonito just made the play,
yeah,
one of the plays of the
yeah,
season.
yeah,
Um,
and Nick Benino is just one of those guys.
McNichols was wide open.
I
I mean,
I
Bonito
like
doesn't
I
touch that
like that
ball. That
decision
was one
too.
of the easiest 2 point conversions I've ever seen. I mean, there was nobody within 20 yards of him.
Mhm.
So
I like that decision too for the same reasons that you do. Like if you're a team that's already like you're out for the count, at least go try to just for your
yeah,
pride's sake to give your
yeah,
fans something to be happy about,
go
to give the
upset
guys in the
the
locker
nine
room.
and two
Yeah,
Broncos. Why not?
yeah.
Why
And
not?
now and now that's the perfect segue into the Broncos, dude. They're they're
Shaky.
frauds.
They're shaky.
They're frauds, bro. Like
They're
straight up,
shaky. They're
straight up,
shaky.
they're frauds. Like I don't think Bo Nix has what it takes to get them
I
far in
don't
the
think so
playoffs.
either.
They
He
can
played pretty
they can
well
lead.
though.
Did
He had a
had
crazy
300
touchdown pass.
had 300 yards. Yeah, he did have a crazy touchdown pass.
Pretty ridiculous touchdown pass.
I think he got outplayed by Mariota though.
Oh, 100%. Oh, no doubt.
he,
No doubt
he got
about it.
he got outplayed by Marcus Mariota.
Mariota. You see the meme I sent you of Hermione? It's not Mariota.
Yeah,
It's Mariota.
it's Mariota. Like Chris Collinsworth sucks.
Dude, horrible. Another
Chris
shout out I want to
Collinsworth
give
sucks.
to Zach Ertz. He went off. He had 10 catches, 106 yards.
You haven't even talked about the man of the hour with the one of the craziest
Yeah,
catches
yeah,
ever.
yeah. You're right. You're right. Literally one of the crazy catches in NFL history. It's funny not to expose you guys. It was more Dom, but when I said that, did you guys see that catch? Dom's like, don't even compare that to Puka's. Puka's clears, brother. That catch is getting compared to Odell. That is the closest catch to Odell's catch we've ever seen.
They're only saying that because the jersey number and the
No,
one
they're not.
hand.
No, they're watch the
Yes,
catch. The play is almost identical.
I've se-
Other than the
I've
three
seen bro,
fingers,
I've seen it everywhere I've looked,
that's the only difference. It is the same exact catch minus the three fingers. Literally the same
bro,
exact. That is the closest
bro.
catch we've seen to Odell's.
OBJ. And I watched that. I
Yes.
watched that.
Oh,
I
I know you
watched
did.
that live. He was parallel to the ground. It's not even close. It's not even close for me.
I'm not
Odell's
saying this. I'm
Odell's
not
still
saying
undefeated.
this touches Odell because that's the best catch in NFL history. All I'm saying is if I said to you, Sam, find me the closest thing you could find to Odell's catch without it being Odell's catch. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. That's level B of Odell's catch.
maybe
That's tier B
maybe the one
of what we saw.
maybe the one George Pickens catch down the sideline, but like OBJ, that was a touchdown. Traylon Burks, that was a touchdown. That George Pickens catch like
Yeah,
was a 20-yard gain in the middle of the field.
that catch was
He
ridiculous. First
but
touchdown
that
since 2022.
yeah.
Traylon Burks, he could be sneaky. Listen, he had a lot of hype coming out of college. He was supposed to replace AJ Brown. He was supposed to be the next guy in Tennessee. It didn't
Yeah,
pan out.
I forgot that
He got
he
released.
was even on the Commanders.
He was floating on our practice squad. We just called him up recently. He's young. I mean, if he could, I know it was one catch, but if he could be good, like that could be exciting.
That
Um,
was his only catch of the game. I just looked
yeah, oh
at
yeah.
it.
No, I know it's crazy.
I mean, if
But
that's your only one catch of the game,
but yeah,
like
I'm
still,
excited about that game. I have to say, this is what I want for the rest of the year, and I've said it a couple
are
times.
kids gonna be saying Traylon Burks me? I
No,
don't think so.
oh,
I don't
absolutely
think so.
not. I'm not saying he's better than Odell, but I'm saying for Dom to be like Puka clears as they're on screen putting his catch next to the greatest catch in NFL history is insane.
Yeah, yeah.
But for last thing I want to say about this, I'm excited about this game because this is what I want to see for the rest of the year. I want to see us be competitive, Guys are coming back. Terry's back. Jaden should be coming back. Like,
Hold
I
on a
want to
second.
see us competitive. I don't want to screw our draft pick. I don't want to tank. I don't want to screw our draft pick, but I want to know that we can be competitive. It excites me for next year even further. Um, and regardless if the Broncos are shaky or not, the one thing that's not shaky about the Broncos is their defense. We just held
Yeah,
their defense to the lowest pressure rate since 2022 or 2023 when the Dolphins scored 70 on them. They're the best defensive line in football this year. They have the most
yeah.
sacks as a team. So for our offensive line to play as good as they did, and for the team to play good, I like it. I'm excited, and yeah, that's all I got for it. But
I
I'm
mean,
happy.
you're riding pretty high. See me like overtime loss like that. Like I don't care how good or bad my team is. Like I'm devastated. Like I don't want to talk to
I
anybody. I
mean,
don't want to
listen,
talk about the
it
game.
was hard to watch, but I'm trying to be an optimistic fan. This is a season of nightmares already. Going toe to toe with the Broncos till the last minute of overtime, a 9-2 team, best defense in the NFL. To me, I know we all say we don't believe in good losses, but we're 3-8. So what's even a good win at this point? Like, what's
Yeah,
that do for me? So like, I just want
it's
to
a good
see
point.
how we're playing. Forget the final score. I want to see how we're playing, and if the team is playing good, to carry that momentum into next year gets me excited.
And you know what? I'll let you have that. I usually rag on you about the Commanders.
Yeah,
I'm
and now
gonna
you
just
did.
let you have it this time.
It was a good game. It was a good game. But last game, wasting no time. Drake May show 33. Patriots win 33-15 over the Giants.
Drake May.
Yeah,
I love all the love this guy's getting right now.
he
Like
deserves it.
yeah, and like it's this dude. It's the same thing though. It's the same thing that we're saying about who'd we say it about? They played nobody. The Bears. When we're talking about the Bears,
I don't like
Patriots
this
haven't.
about the Patriots, though.
The
I
Patriots
don't like
even
it.
more.
They
The
beat the
Patriots even
Bills and they
more
beat the
though.
Bucks. They beat the Bills and they beat the Bucks away. Those are good
Yeah, and
wins.
yeah, and to add a footnote on that, they beat the Bucks
They were
they
at their
were
peak.
when they were the Bucks, not what we have been seeing
They
the
were
past
hurt,
couple of
but they
weeks.
were, yeah.
Yeah, they were still rolling. Um,
And they gave the Bills the Bills
but
were 4-0 and they beat them.
yeah, but other than that, they beat the Jets, they beat the
Listen,
Saints, they beat the
they played like
Browns,
8 of the bottom 10 teams in the league. Like I know, I've
they
seen
beat the Bengals without Joe Burrow. Like
I've seen the graphics, but Drake May, man. Drake
I
May.
mean, yeah,
He's a dog.
that's
He's an
yeah,
animal.
that's what you have going for you. Like he's playing super good right now, but like I feel like I need to see a true test. I
Yeah.
feel like I need to see, and I'm not talking about a one-off game against the Bills. No matter how bad the Bills are, it's a divisional game. That's never guaranteed. Like we were saying when we talked about the Raiders game. I'm trying to look at who they got coming up.
Definitely
Um,
still got to play the Bills again. I know that.
I don't even think have they had their bye already?
Nope, this week, I think. This is the
Yeah, I
last
don't
week of
see.
bye weeks. I think this is the last week.
Yeah, I don't see them. I don't see them on the week 14 schedule,
Yeah,
and
no.
they play. Yeah, they play the Bills, so they got a bye week, and then they play the Bills, and then they play the Ravens, and then they play the Jets. Like,
They're going to win a lot of games. They're going to have a crazy record this year.
yeah, but you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and hate on them. You can't make your schedule. They found a way to win games. And the reason that I give them that grace and I don't give that same grace to, let's say, another really good record team like the Broncos or the Bears
Bears.
is because I'm way more sold that they can do something in the postseason than either of
Yeah.
those teams. And it starts with quarterback.
Yep. Yep.
Drake May doesn't
And
matter.
how you're winning those games. The Patriots' point
Yeah,
differential is absurd. They're killing teams.
yeah,
So,
that too.
but yeah, I think that's all we got for the recap.
I mean,
I know
you
this
got
was a
anything to say
longer
about
one, but this
you
was
got
a
anything
good
to say
week.
about the Giants? Yeah, you got anything to say about the
Nah, they're trash.
Giants?
I didn't even think about the fact that I didn't say anything about them. They're trash.
Bro, Jackson Dart's got to like not get himself
Chill,
killed.
chill.
Yeah, he's
And he's out here talking like we're not playing soccer. Like, no, we're not playing soccer, but we're also not playing rugby. You don't need to get yourself killed, bro. Like,
yeah, and you're also
chill
playing
out.
court like as someone as someone who plays football, dude, when
And
you see a
plays
quarter,
recklessly.
eh, I've chilled out. When you when you see a quarterback running past the line of scrimmage, though, you're like, I gotta get his ass.
Yeah,
You're like, I gotta. I'm don't get it twisted if anyone's listening. Like I'm like when I'm out there practicing and in game, I'm not like trying to like hurt anybody, but
yeah,
you got to make them feel it, bro. And in the NFL, they're it's even more amplified. Like they are trying to hurt somebody. They are trying
yeah,
to look at this rookie running that tiptoeing down the sideline. I'm gonna blast it. Step out of bounds, bro. Step
yep.
out of bounds. Unless you wanna end up like your bro Cam getting rolled up on, getting hurt. Just step out of bounds, bro. That's literally all I have to say about that game. Other than that, the Giants are just piss
Yeah,
poor.
no, they're trash. Yeah, no, like I said, that's pretty much all I got for the recap. I know it was a bit of a longer one, but it was a really good week of football, and we back
Yeah,
to a full slate. No bye week, 16. Yeah, 16
yeah.
games.
Damn, that took a
So really,
while.
really exciting week. But yeah, no, we only got a little bit left. So week 13, DiCrescento dozen. I'm gonna get you pissed off today. Today's goal.
I'm
Normally, I
I'm
want you on my side. Today's goal is to get you pissed off.
I'm gonna sit back for this one. I'm gonna just listen.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just listen.
yeah.
I'm gonna
I
let you. I'm
got
gonna
one
let you. I'm gonna
honorable
let you know
mention.
what. You know what? I'm gonna let you go through the whole thing. I'm not gonna say
Okay,
anything. I'm gonna do
okay.
something different this week.
All right, I got one honorable mention, and I really don't even think they deserve to be an honorable mention, but they're leading their division. So, but I said it before, I'm out on this team. Honorable mention to the Jaguars, sitting at 8-4, first in their division, 3 seed right now in the AFC. But number 12, I have the 49ers, another team with 9 wins. They're a little bit shaky to me because I think their quarterback play is inconsistent. Another team with a very easy schedule. I do think they could be dangerous, though. They're coached well. They're guys that weren't supposed to make big plays, make big plays. Their whole defense is injured, and they're still playing very well. So I like them right there in that 12 spot. Number 11, welcome to the list for the first time this season, the Dallas Cowboys. Sitting at number 11. I can definitely see them climbing their way up, especially if they beat the Lions this week. Then it's very hard to rank them low after that.
I know I said I'm
But
not gonna stop you, but I thought you said you were trying to piss me off.
yeah, they're just some things. It's just a crazy list. I didn't mean that in like a Dallas way. Just I think this list is a little crazy, personally. Um, but yeah, Cowboys at 11. I like them there. I think it's a fair spot for them considering again they're 1 game above 500. Mind you, they just knocked off both Super Bowl teams in a span of 4 days. Very impressive what's going on in Dallas right now. So I see them on the come up, but I gotta hold back a little bit for the time being. Number 10, their matchup this week, the Lions. They haven't looked good. That was a very bad loss. Um, they got swept by the Packers. You can't get swept. You're the Lions, man. You won the division last 2 years in a row. You had 15 wins last season. You can't be getting swept. You cannot be getting swept. So I had to drop them down a good bit. I think that dropped them down 4 spots. Number 9. Here's where we get crazy. Another new team. Another new team that hasn't been on the list before. The Houston Texans. This team scares me, bro. They're playing as good as anybody right now. They started off 0-3. They're now 7-5. So they've gone 7-2 in the last 9 weeks with arguably the best defense in the NFL. I don't think so. I'll say second, clear cut top 2 defense in football. Offense isn't playing amazing. That's why I still have them down here, but I think they're going to make a run for this division, and I think they look really good. 8, I have the Eagles. Drop them down 4 spots as well. I think they deserve it. They're not playing good football. I say this every week, but I hope I can keep dropping them further. I say it, then they have like a crazy win, and I got to move them back up to like 3. But I don't think they're playing good football right now. So Eagles at 8. 7, I have the Bears. I am so not in on the Bears. I completely agree with you. But we're talking about the 1 seed in the NFC, and they just beat the Eagles. I cannot put them too much lower. Like, that is maybe criminal enough to put them at 7 when they're literally in first place right now. 6, I have the Bills. Record-wise, everything would say that the Bears should be above them, but I am out on the Bears, and I love Josh Allen. I think the Bills are always a threat as long as Josh Allen is healthy and playing, and I think that they're going to have a pretty strong end to the year to be kind of a dominant force in that AFC, especially as the Chiefs are we're seeing their fall off. Going into the top five. First, back into the top five since very early in the season. Jumped up 6 spots. They were at 11 last week. I have the Packers. I said it before. What I watched this week was a Super Bowl contending team. That was a scary, scary team to watch. If their defense can play like that and that Jordan Love could be comfortable in the pocket and make big plays, they're a scary team. 4, dropping down a spot. I have the Broncos. They're on a 9-game win streak. It's hard to put them lower. I agree with you in everything we were saying that they're another team schedule wise. Haven't played too many teams, even though they did beat the Eagles, but been an easier schedule. Offense can be shaky at times, but like I always say, defense wins championships. You have the best defense in football, and you've won 9 straight. So I like them at 4. 3, climbing their way back up. I have the Seahawks. Sam Darnold, I always say, will hold this team back, but I mean, defensively, they're amazing. Offensively, they're amazing. Just shut a team out. I think they're working their way up. Now we get to the top 2. I didn't think I was going to have to remove this team from their throne. I really, really, really didn't. But then the sneaky Panthers and the sneaky Bryce Youngs had to come in and make me put the Rams at 2, losing their spot. I am not panicking at all. If you're a Rams fan, I think you're just fine. I think you're going to be right back in the number 1 spot very soon. But you lost, so there has to be consequence to this. And number one, 10 straight wins. 10 straight wins. Drake May and the New England Patriots are playing as good a football as anybody. I don't care about their schedule. I've seen them win good games that, in my opinion, are good enough that it takes away from their record. Like I said, point differentials there. They're killing teams, and 10 straight wins. Arguably the MVP of the league. I don't think so. I still think it's Stafford, but top 2 MVP. Not much else to say. Patriots at 1.
So you rounded off the list pretty well. You ended on a high note. Just run me through the whole list again, just real quick. Just fire it
Yeah.
off.
Yep. Niners, Cowboys, Lions, Texans, Eagles, Bears, Bills, Packers, Broncos, Seahawks, Rams, Patriots.
So I would move the Jaguars above the 49ers. They're first in their division right now, and they beat the 49ers in the beginning of the season when the Niners were a lot more healthy.
I thought the Niners won that game.
No,
You sure?
positive. I just checked.
You just checked?
I checked. The
Okay.
Jaguars won. The Jaguars won that game. So for the head-to-head purposes, and again, the Niners were healthier on defense at least when they played
Yeah.
that game. I would switch that. That's just me though.
Fair.
I
Fair.
I could also like they're top of their division right now. Like having them outside of the list, top of the division is kind of crazy, but whatever. It's your list, and I think I think that's still right where they fall. Both of those teams. I would honestly probably even put the Jaguars above us right now for that reason.
Dude, no way. The Cowboys you would beat the Jaguars 75 to nothing right now, bro. There's no way.
I know you do it based on like who do you think would beat who if you had to play a game tomorrow, and I think that's a pretty good like
It's not solely
way
like a
of
lot of
doing
it's
it. Yeah,
intuition, but
I think I think the Bears are a little too low. You had the Bills over them, right?
yep.
Yeah. You said that you understand that that doesn't sound right. I don't think it's right. I know the
Been ripping on
Bills.
the Bears a lot today. I'm surprised that was
I
where you
know, but
choose to
like
come at the list. I'm
I
surprised.
I know, but you also got to give credit where credit's due. Like they have the best record in the NFC right
Yeah.
now. They're the 1 seed in the NFC,
Yep.
and they're also doing it in a really good division. Aside
Yeah.
from the Vikings, aside from the Max Brosmers, they're doing it in a really good division. I'm trying to think who else.
Only
I
thing I
like
will say to that point though is they haven't really played the division yet. They're 0
yeah
1 against the Lions, haven't played the Packers yet, so they still have 3 more games in the last 5 weeks of the season against the Lions
yeah
and
this is
Packers. So
yeah
we'll
yeah
see where they stand after that.
yeah this is a big test coming up for them because they play the Packers next week. I'm trying to think what else. You had the Eagles where
8.
and around them was
Texans were 1 below, Bears were 1 above.
yeah like I think I would move. I don't know though. I'm I'm gonna let you have the rest of the list. I think there's some things that need to be ironed out at the tail end, and I think you need to give the Bears a bump. But that's a solid list. And your top five is right where I would have mine. I would
Yeah.
have the
I
Patriots at
thought,
one after this week.
I'll tell you what I thought you weren't going to like. I thought one, you weren't going to like that the Colts aren't on there at all. I thought two, you
Oh
weren't going to like.
shit!
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I did think you were
Wait,
going to like
wait,
that. Wait,
wait.
well, let me tell you before you go. I didn't think you were
Yes,
going to like
sir.
where I had the Cowboys. I thought you were going to want the Cowboys higher, and I thought you were going to think that I had the Texans too high. Those were the three things that I thought were gonna get you.
It's tricky because like part of me was gonna say I feel like you don't have the Texans high enough,
Oh,
but I'm
really?
thinking about the list
Oh, I
that
like
checks
that.
out.
I'm all in on the
That
Texans. I like the Texans, so I'm glad you think like
I
that.
don't like I think I'm not gonna say they should be higher up, but if you were to change the list, if you were to give the Texans a different spot, it would have to be up for me.
Really? Okay. Wow, I'm
Leaving
surprised. I thought you were gonna say they were too
leaving the
high.
Colts off of the list is crazy though. I like that totally like I totally you thought you
Who
were
you
gonna just
replacing them with? Who you
pull a
replacing them with?
fast one on me, dude. Like I think you got to get the Cowboys off the list, bro. Like let us stay down.
What?
Let
What
us.
just
I
happened? I
know.
gotta clip this.
I
TikTok
know
is
how
back,
crazy that
bro.
sounds. I know how crazy that sounds. I know how crazy that sounds. Hold on, but you gotta like put it into perspective. Like we're still talking about the Colts. Like we're talking about the same team, right?
Talking about the same team.
Let
They've
let
looked really
us
bad. They've looked really bad these last
let
few
us
weeks.
let us stay down. Three straight wins. You take down the Eagles, and then 4 days later, you go and beat the other team that was featured in the Super Bowl. That's cool. Let us stay down. We're still 6-5-1. We got a long ways to go. Still got
100%.
still got to win out.
Hundred
That's
percent.
get us
100%.
get us off the list. Put the Colts in the list. I know that sounds crazy. I never thought I'd see the day where I say something like that.
Wow. All right.
Let us
Listen, I respect it. I respect it. I don't agree with it, but I respect it.
also like I've watched us crumble under expectations and then also shine through when we're not supposed to be shit.
Yeah.
I don't want this expectation on the Cowboys. We're like, yeah, they're gonna win out. They're hot right
Uh-huh.
now. I want the results to just speak for themselves.
Yeah.
I'm glad
That's
we're
fair.
going into Detroit as an underdog. Like this is like if you come out of this 3 week stretch 3-0, dude, I'm not gonna start saying it's our year, but things start looking really good. Especially
Yeah.
considering the rest of your schedule. The only really daunting game is you got to go to LA and play the Chargers in a couple weeks. But other than that, like Vikings, you guys, Giants.
Yeah.
Like we'll make good work of all those games. I think we'll take care of all three of those. So yeah,
Yeah.
get the
That's all I
Cowboys off
got.
the list.
Wow. That's crazy. I'm gonna move on though. Two quick things I got for you. Um, First one, this one you literally fly through. You don't even need to give me a reason. This was what I was talking about earlier when I said I wouldn't spoil too much. Things are starting to really get close here, so I'm just gonna rip a couple teams at you, and I just want you to say if they're in or out, making it or
I
not,
like it.
in or out.
I
You
like
don't
it.
even need you don't need to explain. You can touch on it a little bit if you want to, but just I might give a couple of them to you in chunks. So the first one, and this is going to be a chunk. We're talking AFC North. Bengals, Steelers, Ravens. Who's in, who's out? Right now. Gun to the head. Who's in, who's out?
Bengals are out for me.
They're two games
Bengals.
out right now. I'm just letting you know. This
Yes.
horrible looking Steelers and Ravens team. This is why I didn't want to talk too
Bengals.
much about it before. They're not making a wild card because the AFC records are pretty good, even though
Yeah.
we don't like the AFC. They are two games
Yeah.
out of the division right now.
Bengals out. Steelers out. I think the Ravens still win that division. I think Lamar figures it out. They finish off the year strong.
Okay. I'm going to take the hot take. I actually think the Bengals might win this division.
Win the division. They're
That's the only way
four.
they make the playoffs. That's the only way. They won't make a wild card. They're 4-8.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah.
wild cards all have 8 wins. They're nowhere near a wild card spot. They're two games out of the division. So if they want a shot, that's their chance.
So they
Next
so they,
one,
they essentially have to win out.
no. You know what's crazy? They could lose to the Bills this week and still win the division.
That is interesting. I'm still gonna stick to what I said though. I'm still gonna go on my
Next
line.
one, another cluster, AFC South, Colts, Jags, Texans. Who's in? Who's out?
Colts are in, dude. Colts Colts are in. But wait, but this is the same thing. Right? Or I'm trying to think.
No, I mean it's a one game difference.
Yeah,
The
I'm trying
the
to.
the the
I'm
Jags and
trying to
Colts
think.
are tied.
I'm trying to think who's gonna hold my wild card spots. The Bills are gonna hold a wild card spot, and then
A healthy LA team.
yeah, and then the Chargers. Colts are in. Texans and Jaguars are out. But
Both
this is
both
the
are
one.
out.
Yeah, because I
Okay,
got because
interesting.
the Bills and the Chargers, and trying to think are the Bengals because they can't hold a wild card spot like you just said.
The Bengals won't get a wild card now. It will
All
come
right,
down to somebody in that division, somebody in the North, or the Chiefs.
final answer: Colts in, Texans in, Jaguars out. And that's my.
I actually agree, but I think Texans in by winning the division. Colts hold the wild card.
I think Texans hold the wild card.
We'll
But
see. We'll
I
see.
mean I mean I mean you know what like
But I agree with you. I think Jaguars out. They're leading the division right now. I think
if
they're
you were to
out.
tell me if you were to a time traveler were to pop out of my closet right now and tell me that the Texans won the division, like I would not be surprised.
I'll put it this way: if they win this week, they play the Chiefs. If they win this week, 100%. I think they win the
Yeah,
division.
yeah.
Um, but last two for the AFC, in or out? Chiefs, Bills
It's Josh Allen's year, bro. Bills in, Chiefs out.
on the same
Chiefs
page.
out.
I agree. And then I got a couple for you in the NFC. Not as much as the AFC. First one is the
Mhm.
49ers. 9-4 right now.
And
Agreed. Lions, Packers.
Packers in, given they lose tomorrow, which I think they're going to, Lions out.
This is really tough because you got to think about the wild card. You have to think about it. I'd have to really look at the schedules because I don't want to like jump another gun the same way we did with the Jags and say Bears out.
Mm-hmm.
But if the Lions are 2-0 against the Bears, the Packers are only reason why they're not first in the division is because they have the tie. They have the
Yeah.
same amount of losses as the Bears. I
Mm-hmm.
think the Packers take this division. I'd have to see the Bears' schedule if I think that there's enough that they could flop with the Lions for that wild card. That's what I would like to see. But without looking at it, I would have to agree with you, say Packers and Lions out. But depending on what their schedule,
Mm-hmm.
no, they still have to play the Packers twice. No, I'm sticking with it. Packers in, Lions in, Bears out. I know the Bears weren't on the list, but both of them in. I'm taking both of them in.
See, I'm not even thinking. I'm thinking now how with a 3 wild card team in the West, how there's even a chance for the Cowboys. Have
That's
to
my
win
next
out.
team. That's my next
Have
team.
to,
There you go.
yeah,
Cowboys.
have to because
You have to win the
you have
division. I think
because
you're the same as the Bengals. You have to win the division. I don't think you can get a wild card.
we
Same
can't
thing.
we can't because I just named the 3 wild card teams.
No, but you could win the division. You're
Yeah,
two games out.
there's going to be there's going to be 2 wild card spots in the NFC West. It's just with the records that they have, it's just inevitable. I mean, the Niners are 9-3, the Seahawks are what
Yeah, no, 100%.
8 wins, 9 wins.
100%.
It's inevitable. Um, I think the Eagles step to the side and we're in, and the NFC
Really?
East curse stays alive.
Wow.
You know
I don't
what?
think you're going to do it.
This
It's
is
going to be
this is the
interesting, but I don't think you can do it.
this is the perfect week for you to do this because my my 2026 season starts tomorrow at midnight if we lose.
Yeah,
because
100%.
because you especially because it's an NFC game and especially because you're both in the hunt for a wild card spot. You have to win this game. This is I
100%.
yeah. So Cowboys in, Eagles out.
I'm going to say out for the Cowboys just because I think you guys are a playoff caliber team, but I think just too much needs to go your way right now.
And
With
there's
that
also
being said, I would
too much
love to see
damage
you in
on
the
the front
division.
end.
I would love to see you in the division. You need a root for us. We play the Eagles twice. You need us to split with the Eagles. You need to be
I
a
do.
Commanders
No, I
fan.
do. No,
You
I
do.
do.
You literally need to be a
No, I
Commanders
do.
fan. Um, And then last one, finish off the segment. The Panthers, sneaky Panthers. Do they surpass the Bucks? Can they pull it off?
Bro, like they could. Like they really could. Like there's a way. No.
I'm saying yes. Panthers in, Bucks out. Panthers in.
Okay, no. Another reason I say no is because the 4 seed is not sneaky. That's not. That's a respectable. That's a respectable. No,
Fair, fair. It's another one I'd have to dive into the schedule, but I'm just going with what I want. I'm
it's
saying
not.
what I want.
It's not.
Panthers in.
It's not. It's not sneaky enough for me. I need a year where like the entire NFC sucks and the Panthers are a wild card team with like 8 wins. Like that's
Yeah,
what I need for me to be like.
fair, fair. All right, and then last quick segment I got before we go into our picks. I did this with Dom when you weren't here one of the times. This was Bianca's segment, so shout out to Bianca. She came up
Shout
with
out
this
B.
one. Top five favorite is the name of the segment. I forget what I did with
Bianca, we got to
Dom.
work on the name.
I forget what I did. She didn't come up with the name I did. I forget what I did. I
Nick,
forget what
we
I
got to
did with
work on
Dom.
the name.
I got nothing else. I forgot what I did with Dom. His favorite. Oh, Dom's was top five favorite teams to watch. So for you today, and you kind of hinted at this a little bit before when you were talking about Matthew Stafford, I want you to give me your top five NFL players that are not a Dallas Cowboy.
Right now or
Right now.
right
Right now.
now? Jameer Gibbs. This isn't in. I'll put it in order after. I'll put. I
You don't
gotta.
have to. You don't
I
have
gotta.
to. It doesn't have to be in order. We didn't
Jameer
do order.
Gibbs.
We didn't put it in order. We just ripped them. Okay? Gibbs?
Jameer Gibbs is how I'm starting the list. Just so
Yep.
explosive, exciting
Hmm.
to watch. Detroit offense always good. Fred Warner. Just watching him play he's just different. He's just a
Yep.
different beast. I miss him, Michael Parsons.
Okay.
Just just the pass rush. He's just so good again in the backfield.
Fedor's not in this list. I'm suing.
Shador's not in this list, unfortunately. And this is also like I'm doing a huge disservice to. There's so many other guys that aren't going to be able to make the top five. Um,
It's guys that you love, guys you root for,
yeah,
guys
I
you like to
know,
watch, guys you're a fan of.
I know. It's hard. It's hard. I'm trying to think of my actual like top five favorite. Lamar when he's going when he's playing like Lamar for sure. So that leaves me with two more,
Not
right?
one. One.
One more.
Gibbs, Warner, Parsons, Lamar.
Yeah. This is tricky
It's
because
tough.
it
It's
because
tough.
it because it really because it really is like I got to think like the actual like five. I'm trying here. I really am because right now this year it's a tie between Drake May and JSN.
Okay.
Just this year because I mean
Yeah.
this is the first year that we've really
It's not
seen
even
a JSN
necessarily like
first
how
on
much you like to
season.
watch him play. It's just guys you like. Like could be because of their personality, could be anything. They don't need to be the best player.
Well, I've been doing it based on who I like watching play more.
Okay,
And
so
if
then keep
and if
keep
and if
stick with
that's
that
and if
then.
that's the case, yeah, if that's the case, then I'm going to say Drake May. I'm rooting for JSN. Like I really hope he does reach that
Yeah.
milestone. I don't think he's going to, but
I meant more
Drake
guys that you just like, but I guess we'll run with that list.
Drake May plays like he's been in the league for 10 years,
Yeah.
and this is his second year.
Hmm.
Like what he's been doing this year, even against the bad teams. Who cares? So that's my five.
Nice. I'll tell you mine quick because I was able to think about it, so I got them already.
Hmm.
For me, number one, everybody should know this by now. I've said it a million times. Is Travis Kelsey. I met him when I was a kid.
Still,
He was bro. I'll never. My opinion on Travis Kelsey will never
oh,
change.
because you're doing it who you like.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
doing it
I'm
more
going with
who you
my
like.
favorite guys that I like based on my interaction with him and how nice he was to me. That left a long lasting impression on me that'll never change. That's my guy. Number two for me, Jalen Ramsey. Also been a huge Jalen Ramsey fan forever. I'm an FSU fan for anybody that doesn't know, and I played corner. So corners from FSU got my heart,
Strap
and
specialist.
he's the best at it. He's the best at it. So Jalen Ramsey. Number three, Josh Allen, no doubt. Everybody knows big Josh Allen guy. Love Josh Allen. I think he might be the best player in the world. Um, Number four is Justin Jefferson. I think he's just the most exciting receiver. One of the most exciting receivers I've ever seen. Down year for him, but it's a beautiful sight to watch him play football. And then five is close between two more receivers. Amon Ra is one of them. I'm a huge Amon Ra guy. And then it's a debate between him and Malik. It feels criminal to put Malik because he's on the Giants, but he's my favorite player in the world's best friend. And their connection in college was like this. And I think Malik is so talented, and I would love to see him in a Commander jersey one day. So I'm gonna say Malik.
Free week.
I like Malik as my five. If we were talking about guys to watch, like that's kind of how you went.
Mm,
Derwin James is one of them for me. I
it's a goal.
love how Derwin James plays football, dude.
It's a goal.
I hard hitting safety. He's electric to watch. Off the dome, a couple other ones like I won't waste time on this. Jameer Gibbs, I think is super exciting.
Mm.
Um, Micah Parsons, like you said, some similar guys to
Like
you.
yeah,
But those are my five favorite like personal favorites. Like forget just play style, like anything about them. Like
mhm.
those are my guys that are in Commanders that I'll always root for no matter what the situation is, what team they're on. I'll always root for those dudes.
And like yeah,
So
like and I could spit two more off the dome. I mean, these are big name guys, but like love watching Max Crosby, love watching Miles Garrett.
mhm.
Those are another two.
Yeah,
Even though I think Lamar's better, Josh Allen,
yeah.
always entertaining to watch.
CJ Stroud's another one I really like. But all right, we won't waste any more time on this.
Most entertaining out of all of them though is still Jameis Winston. Just by the way, it's I don't
It's true.
care.
Another
I don't
FSU guy.
care if
Another
Miles.
FSU
I
guy.
don't care. I don't care if Miles Garrett has 27 sacks. Did he have a contested catch, stiff arm the defender, spin into the end zone? I don't think so.
I'm just blessed to play in true Cleveland weather, or whatever he said. That was
Yeah,
so funny. So funny. But yeah,
we've been on this planet like humans have been on this planet for almost like a bajillion years,
it's true.
and you happen to exist in the same timeline as
Yeah, it's very true.
Max Brosmer, Jameis Winston, Drake May.
Facts.
Oh
All right,
shit!
we'll move into the picks. Really rough start for the fellas last week. I cooked at the end. I totally went off late in the day. Really rough start. Me and Sam went 1-3 on Thanksgiving. Dom went 0 for 3. Dom was 0 for 4 into Friday. We were 1 for 3. It was a really, really rough beginning. I turned it around. I actually finished with a pretty good record. I mean, 11-5 is pretty good. Really big struggle for Dom going 500. Sam a little bit better. You were able to surpass him. We were all tied as of last week, so things get interesting
Yeah,
now. It's getting down to the end of the year, so things are getting close.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
This is brutal for me right now.
yeah, this is getting
Watching you
close.
take the lead.
I have a new goal. I want to keep under 100 losses by the end of the year. We have 5 weeks left, so should be able to
It's a
do
good
it.
it's a good goal.
Should be able to do it, but that's my new goal. The big matches, the swing matches, Sam with his Cowboys, that was a gimme for him. Me with the Bengals and the Texans was a big
Dude,
upset
why
prediction.
the fuck did I take the Browns?
Yeah, you gave that one away, and then Dom gave the Raiders away. But other than that, they were all of our wins and losses were pretty much for the same reasons.
Yeah.
But moving on to this week, short-ish week, last week of bye week. So going forward, we're going to have full slates every week. The Panthers, the Patriots, the Giants, and the 49ers are on a bye this week. Obviously, we don't have Dom here. So same thing I did with Sam when he wasn't here. I'm going to drop Dom's picks in the caption. So, Joe, if you're curious to what he has, just read the caption. Um, but yeah, so just me and you will rip it. Let me get this all
Yeah,
centered.
you got the record.
All right. First game, Cowboys Lions. I do not want to lose another game to the Cowboys. I really, really, really don't. The Lions
Bro,
are
fade
the
us.
best.
Bro, keep fading us.
The Lions are the best team in the NFL coming off a loss. Jared Goff is the best quarterback in the NFL coming off the loss. I'm taking the Lions.
You already know how I feel about this one. Must win game, and I think we're gonna get it done too. I'm not just saying that trying to puff up my chest. Like there's a way here.
I respect it.
It
I,
starts
I don't
it starts up
disagree. Like
front.
this game could go
It
either way.
starts up front. You got it on the interior with Osei Digizua, Kenny Clark, and Quinn Williams, which has become a three-headed monster. You got to
Yeah.
go and get pressure on Jared Goff, and you got to stop Jameer Gibbs. That's the game plan right there.
Yep.
Offense, keep doing what you're doing. It's going to be tough to go into Detroit.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be tough, but I think you guys can win. Next game, Seahawks Falcons. Falcons are trash. I'm taking the Seahawks. Get their 10th win.
I'm also taking the Seahawks.
Steelers Ravens. I think this game is a little skewed. The Ravens are like minus 290. I think that shouldn't be accurate, but I don't know the status on Rodgers, so I am going to take the Ravens.
Even if Rodgers plays, I'm going to take the Ravens. I think Lamar can get back on track. Strong win.
The actual toilet bowl of the season. Um, but you could argue this is a good game script, Shador versus Cam Ward. Maybe there's
I was just about to
maybe
say
there's
that.
some action coming here. Give me your boy. Give me Shador. Browns. Myles Garrett will break sack record. 4 sacks for Myles Garrett this week. I heard it here first.
Dude, I want to see Cam Ward get another win this year, but like the Titans are so bad, and he's gonna have Myles Garrett coming after him for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
Give me the Browns.
Bears Packers. Another one. I think the spread is too big on this game. The Packers are given like 6.5 points, but I do like the Packers.
Yeah, go Pack, go.
Colts Jaguars. Fight for the division. 2-4 teams, tied record, tied for the division right now. But the Jaguars have the tiebreaker. I like the Colts here. Been fading the Colts recently. I'm back on the Colts train. No, I'm not, but I do think they win this week.
I'm taking the Colts here too. I want to switch it up on you, but I can't yet.
I know. It's all right. This might be the time you do. Commanders Vikings. I don't know the status on Jaden, but honestly, for the first time this season, I actually have some faith in Mariota. The Vikings defense is very good, but no matter who's coming out of that quarterback, I'm taking us. I think we finally get our first win in a long time.
You know, I said I was never picking the Vikings as long as JJ McCarthy's starting, but
Wow, you are a hater. Wow, we just went toe to toe with the Broncos. You're a hater.
no, no, just let me say what I was gonna say. No, I'm not taking the Vikings. I'm taking the Commanders. Let me finish talking.
Okay, keep going, keep going. Say what you were gonna say.
Max Brosmer also sucks. I don't care who's playing quarterback. It doesn't matter. The Vikings are not winning a game for the rest of the year. Commanders.
You're like the Shannon Sharp of the Vikings, but the opposite. Don't matter. Vikings ain't winning. That's like your new quote. That's got to be you. Dolphins Jets. Did the Jets win 2 in a row? It's hard to fade the Dolphins because they have A-Chain and Waddle, but I don't know, dude. Like they looked really bad against the Saints. Jets just won a game. Do I think the Dolphins are going to sweep the Jets? Give me the Jets, dude. I think it's the first time I picked them
Bro,
all year.
I hate
Actually,
you,
it's the
bro.
first time I
I
picked them
hate you,
this
bro.
season.
This is the upset that I wanted. This is this is the upset that I wanted. Give me the Jets. I think it was a little too close for comfort when they played on prime time, and I also just don't think that there's a sweep coming. Two bad
Yeah, I
teams.
just can't. I just can't feel a sweep here. Saints Bucks. Give me the Bucks.
I'm thinking about it now, Bucks.
He's done it before.
I know, and that's what the reason that I can't because I have done it before.
Yeah, this is easy Broncos.
Yeah,
10 in a row for the Broncos.
unfortunately,
Crazy.
yeah, unfortunately, they're
Easy
frauds. I
Rams
just
for me
can't prove
too.
it. I just
The
can't prove it
Rams
yet.
need it.
Yeah,
Rams need this
also
one.
Rams.
This is going to be a good game. This
See,
is going to be a good game.
this is interesting.
It's very interesting. I got to go with my gut. I like the Bills, even though I just said I think the Bengals are going to make the playoffs. It's
I'm gonna
definitely a
take the
world, but
Beng- I'm gonna take the Bengals here in an upset.
I like it. I respect it. I'm going to take your trend of the upsets, and I'm going to go with the Texans here.
I think
Sick
I
of
think
losing.
the
I'm
Ch-
sick of losing to the Chiefs. I'm sick of it.
I think the Chiefs are down and out, but they're gonna be playing under operating under the assumption that there's still a chance for them. They're not gonna just lay down and give up. I'm gonna take the Chiefs here. Arrowhead's a tough place to play at, and I think when's the last time we've seen the Chiefs and the Texans the playoffs last year? And
Hmm.
they, I mean, they were in control that whole game. So
Yeah. Monday Night Football, Eagles Chargers. I'm going under the assumption of no Herbert, so I'm going to take the Eagles. I think I'd probably take the Eagles regardless, so I'm not going to pull the thing that we normally pull. But if I knew for a fact
mhm.
Herbert was playing, I would definitely put some more thought into this. But I'm just going to go with the Eagles.
I need the Eagles to lose these games, but I just no Herbert, no dice Eagles. This
All right, so
that's a game that I'll be overjoyed to be wrong about.
yeah, not too much difference this year. Well, towards the end,
I got
Bills
the
Bengals,
Cowboys.
Cowboys Lions, Bills Bengals, Texans Chiefs is where our differences are, and honestly, those might be the three best games of the week. So I like it.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, pretty close. Sam needs two games on me, and we got three different. So potential here.
someone could get
But
jumped.
someone could get jumped. We'll see. Like I
Dom
said,
didn't
I'll.
send you his picks yet.
Nah, I tried to get him. He couldn't. He's too busy. I didn't even say in the beginning. Dom's working on some schoolwork. It's finals week coming up for the college students, so kind of a busy week for everybody. Dom wasn't able to make it tonight, but it was a good job. It was a good episode. We'll put Dom's picks in the caption, like I said. But that's all I got. You got anything else?
No,
It
thank
was
you
a
everyone for
pleasure,
tuning in. Yeah,
for real.
and good
Thank you
episode.
guys.
Lot of ground to cover. There's a lot of stuff to talk about this week.
Yes, yes. Good week. It's getting down to it. Just a lot of
You
stuff
know
to talk
what you
about from
never
here on
did?
out.
You know what you never did? You never recapped the Turkey Bowl.
Oh, good catch. You're so right. I meant to do that before we
Bro,
did the picks.
okay,
Good
so yeah,
catch. Good catch.
you
Yeah,
caught
yeah.
me you caught me with the missing the Colts not being on your list.
So,
I catch you with this.
so Sam absolutely dominated the Turkey Bowl. And I don't even know if it's a testament to Sam or just horrible jobs by me and
Jameson
Dom.
Williams. The kid
Sam
Jameson Williams had the
won
game of his
with
life.
Sam won with 134.2 points, which is a good game. Your competition was 97.2 from Dom and 81.9 from me. So
Wow.
this was
Who was the
not
high
even
scoring?
close.
Who was the high scoring on my team?
You had Rashi Rice with 29 points. I can tell you quick. There's the big ones for me. My best scorer was Mahomes, who had 29, and CD with 24. But then I combat that with zero from Amon Ra and 0.6 from Zay Flowers. You ain't winning anything with having those guys on your
Mm-hmm.
team. For you,
Travis Kelce caught
big
a
game,
touchdown.
big game from everybody. You went across the board. Everybody had double digits for you, so that's why you did so good. But big game
Derrick
from
Henry had
Rice.
100 yards.
Yep, 29 from Rice, 27 from JMO, and then like I said, your flex had 12, your tight end had 15. So just
Mm-hmm.
everybody played good. And then for Dom, Lamar sold him bad, and he didn't have anybody with big points. The rest of his team was all like 12, 16, 17, 18, 8 from Mark Andrews. So not horrible from Dom, but just really good performance out of you, Sam. That was fun. I like that. I want to.
It was fun.
Maybe I'm trying to
We could
think
run
of
that back.
ways
We could
that
run that back for Christmas. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe Christmas, but that's a smaller slate. I was thinking, would be a really good time to run that back? Wild card weekend.
I'm gonna have to politely decline if the Cowboys are in wild card weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this show. The Cowboys are in the playoffs. Like
Uh,
I was talking to people today. I was like, bro, like I'm not gonna be able to speak tomorrow. Like I feel like I'm playing in this game tomorrow.
mhm.
Like you don't understand the
Sad
weight that
we
I feel right now.
sad year one of the podcast, and unless you guys pull off something crazy, we're gonna have all three of our teams down the playoffs.
Yeah, we're just gonna be commentating.
which I guess is fine.
No,
But
it's
yeah,
not fun.
no, it's not. I lied.
Because wouldn't it be so funny if this is the year that my Cowboys make it big, the year we start the podcast, and I could share my
It
opinions
would be because
with the
that's why I
entire
wanted to
world?
start it last year. Because imagine how exciting it would have been if like you guys got to be on that journey with me every week through last year's season. Like, so you know what?
And then how funny it would
I
have been.
hope it happens for you, Sam. I don't because it's the Cowboys, but as your friend, I hope you get to experience
Shit, you're a better man than me.
that. Listen, bro, I'm here for the fall off of the Eagles. If that means you guys win the division, then fine.
So be it.
So be it.
Bet that.
But yeah, that's all we got. Thank you again. See you guys next week.
Thank you, everybody.